everyone, and welcome to TVON. My name is Joanne, and happy Thursday! Wow, it's been a hot minute since I have been up here, but I'm very excited, and hopefully so are you. Lauren is still out of commission at the moment, but hopefully she'll be back with us for the weekend. And Joyce is on her well-deserved vacation, so I'm going to be with you for the time being. And I'm very excited. I haven't been here in a while, and in front of me I have a lot of great and new exciting things, at least new and exciting to me, and I'm very excited to bring them to you. And it looks like we have somewhat of a full house to welcome me back, so I'm very happy about that as well. And I also want to give a big thank you to Barbara G in New York. We've received your delicious dessert today. Let me tell you, the phone bank was very excited to receive it, and thank you so much. As usual, we have a great lineup today, and if you have any requests, maybe anything in anticipation for the next coming weeks, or even as a gift idea for the upcoming holiday season, please let us know. We'll be happy to bring it out for you and make all your jewelry wishes come true. We want to be your own personal jewelry Santa Claus. Well, without further ado, let's just go right into the jewelry. I don't think you want to see my face up here for longer than deemed necessary. First up on the wheel, we have a beautiful Imperial topaz, starting off the show with something brand new today. This is going to be item number 1126384. We have a Imperial topaz in the lovely lace style mounting. It's a 85-point oval. It's part of our private collection Imperial topaz with 21 points in diamonds all throughout this sort of lace motif. And a little bit different from our classic lace mountings. This one's a little bit narrower. I like to call this a sort of medium-sized mounting. So if you're not into super huge rings, it's not going to be too big for your hand. If you're not into those teeny tiny thin bands, very dainty, this is the perfect in-between. It's the Goldilocks of lace design mountings. And this Imperial topaz is definitely one of a kind. We have had a lot of Imperial topazes on this show, and a lot of them tend to pull a little bit orange, a little bit coral, that peachy pink color, but this one is definitely a true pink, and it's definitely exceptional, one of a kind. This one is supposed to go out for $39.99, but it is our first item of the day. It's my first item back from, I think it's been almost 6 months now, which is kind of crazy to say. It feels like this year has just passed me by entirely. So $39.99 we're not going to do for you. This is definitely a must go today. And right now it's in the rose gold because, you know, pinky tones, gold, stone, perfect match. But if you want to do it in white or yellow, that is all right with us. Just do as so your heart desires. $39.99 it is not going to be. It's not even going to be $19.99 today. Brand new today, exceptional stone, if I do say so myself. And it's going to come down to a great price for our first caller of the evening. Yeah, my gosh, I am out of practice. I feel like vocal cords are almost like a muscle that you need to practice. And I have been out of shape. My vocal cords have been out of shape for the better part of the year. So forgive me if my voice starts cracking and creaking like halfway throughout the show. But yeah, $19.99 it is not going to be today, not going to be at $19.99 or even $18.88 or $17.77. This is such a great piece. It's perfect for every day. If you just want to wear it out with a simple t-shirt and jeans, if you want to dress it up, maybe you have that exceptional pink dress that you've been wanting to break out, but you haven't quite yet. I mean, today I broke out the pink. Usually I'm a very monotone. I wear a lot of blacks and grays, but today I wanted to feel bright and sunny, so I wore a very vibrant pink. This would be for those moments. This is a exceptional piece. $17.77 is not going to be today. Not even going to be $16.99, which this is actually supposed to go out at $16.99, but it's my first item of the show. We're going to bring this down to a great price for you. $16.99 it is not. Not going to be $14.99 or even $12.99. Let me just go ahead and try this on just so you can see how perfect this is for as an everyday ring. Like I said, it's not too wide where it overwhelms your finger. Personally, I don't always love wearing super huge rings because I have very short, stunted growth fingers. And I usually tend towards a narrower band, but No. It's definitely also not super narrow where it disappears on your hand. If you have longer fingers than I do, I'm very jealous. It's not going to just disappear on your hand. It's that perfect in between. And it's not going to be $12.99 today or even $11.99. This is definitely my must-go piece of the night. Might as well start off the evening with a bang. $11.99 is not going to be, let's just blow it out. First caller. Let's make it $999 today on this. It's Thursday, right? Thursday evening. Even before today, I'm usually up here on Fridays, so all day I have been thinking it's Friday, when in fact it's the day before Friday. It is Thursday. Back on the wheel it goes. Yes, it is a bit strange to be on here because we do have a larger audience today. It's our normal viewership audience. Usually I'm here for just our streaming only shows, which by the way, if you didn't know, on Fridays, we're not on our normal channels, but we are on all of our streaming platforms, YouTube, Facebook, our website. So if you ever want to just catch our little, we like to say our little exclusive lineup, always pop over to those platforms on Fridays. But yeah, it's kind of weird having a full audience today. $9.99 for this one. It must go. Yeah. When you haven't been here for like 5 to 6 months, everything looks brand new. When you do consecutive shows, everything, you kind of comes back to memory. You remember presenting certain pieces, but today, to me, everything here is new. Brand new. Very exciting for me. Hopefully for you too. $9.99 for this one. All right, next up, we have a lot of stuff to get through today, so let's just move it right along. We have a wonderful, very, very cool statement pendant. Look at that, it is massive. Very big statement. I'm gonna have to put this down for just a quick second so I can zoom out so you can see the whole thing in frame, but meanwhile, let me get you the information. This is going to be item number 1123515. Oh, that's gonna have to zoom out quite a bit there. This is our 12 karat 10 emerald. It says emerald cut. Ooh, but it's more of a baguette. Wow, clumsy fingers today. It's definitely more of a baguette. It's an Indicolite pendant with 56 points, 12 karat 10 Indicolite with 56 points in round rubies up at the top and the bottom, with 38 points in diamonds all around to create this sort of tropical looking mounting. And yes, it is set in the platinum and the 18 karat yellow gold. Ooh, the stone over there is a little bit smudged, so let me just clean that off. Let's see there, much better. Yeah, definitely one of our statement pendants of the night. Very large, you're not gonna miss it walking by. No one's gonna just walk by and forget all about it. This is definitely a piece that will stick in your mind. You have that beautiful classic blue-green shade of the Indicolite matched with those beautiful vibrant rubies, just creating that perfect contrast. And with those sort of leaf designs all around, it gives this almost tropical, beachy. This pendant just reminds me of vacation, which I'm sure in some of the areas it's probably getting really, really cold, and probably a lot of us want to just be able to fly off to Hawaii or somewhere really warm and sunny with a beach somewhere. We're probably all thinking of that right now. This pendant hopefully will help you manifest your dreams for a future warm tropical vacation. And for something of this size, this was supposed to go out for $79.99, but that's not what we are going to do today. For a pendant that's almost 2 inches top to bottom, it's actually 1 3/4 inch. This is definitely not a small pendant by any means. $79.99 is what it's supposed to go for, but that is not what we are going to do today. This has been brought down to a brand new low, and we are very, very excited about it. As the designer intended, all the gold color, metal color you see on the screen, that's how it's has to stay. So hopefully that is all right with you. But it is such a wonderful piece. I don't think you would want to change it anyways. $79.99, it is not going to be today, not going to be $79 or $69 or even $59.99. Let me just show it against the hand because I really want you to see how spectacular and large it is. It's very, very large. It's basically the width of 2 of my fingers at the base, which is craziness. Usually a lot of our pendants, they're definitely a lot more wearable, we like to say. It's a bit on the smaller side. This is definitely one of those special occasion pendants. And right now I'm holding it by the bail on one side, but actually the beauty of this pendant is that there are bails and places to thread your chain all over on both the north side and the south side, so you can choose how you would like to wear it, which is always a plus in my book. We always like our jewelry to be multifunctional and wearable in multiple different ways. And $59.99, it is not going to be $59 or $49 or even $39.99. Brand new low price for this exquisite statement pendant. Back on the wheel it goes. Oh, thank you so much. Imperial's gone. Thank you. That is a gorgeous piece. Congratulations to whoever got it. $39.99. It is not. Let's just blow it out. This has been here for a little bit, not super long, but I'm surprised it's still here. Let's just let it go for $29.99. I mean, it must have not been here for that long because this is the first time I'm seeing it. Which might not sound like much because I haven't been here in a while, but very exciting for me nonetheless. First impressions, I think this is probably one of the most designer style Indicolite pendants we've ever had. It's very, very unique. So if you like your jewelry to be a little bit more out there, a little bit more bold, bam, in your face, memorable, this is the one for you. It is truly, truly exquisite. Very bold. Who got that Imperial, by the way? I want to say thank you. Did you say Marianne? Marianne, maybe? Thank you. Marion. Like, okay, Marion. Thank you so much, Marion. Okay. Next up on the lineup, let's see. What am I feeling tonight? Don't give me that look, Andy. All right, next up, ooh, lots of brand new today, like actually brand new, not just brand new to me. So let's just move it along. A lot of great pieces. We have, ooh, look at that. Look at that, wow, look at that stone. This is brand new today. I believe this is item number 1126149. Look, before I even get into the details of this ring, look at how that stone almost glows on the screen. It almost looks like there's a halo of light just on the edges of that stone already. This is our brand new 12 karat 89 cushion new fine tourmaline with 66 points in diamonds on either side of it. You have 6 princess cut diamonds on either side, and that stone is just glowing and beautiful and perfect. My goodness, I don't think I've ever seen a tourmaline this vibrant, this brilliant before. This is part of our new fine collection. We've had a couple in the past. I haven't seen one quite this unique before though. It's that perfect sort of mint blue-green color. It is fantastic. And it is part of our new fine tourmaline from Brazil. Not really confirmed whether it has copper bearing or not, but if you decide you like it, you could probably get it tested somewhere. But it is, regardless if it is, it's still a beautiful stone, just objectively. And of course, we want to keep it as simple as possible. We just set it in a very simple but not boring mounting with 6 princess cut diamonds on either side. Usually a lot of our rings are just set in round brilliance, which very classic, very understated, but this is just kind of a unique take on that, which I always find quite fun. It's a square cushion almost veering on round, so giving it those princess cuts just kind of balances it out, makes it look a little bit more square if that's what you're into. Because this is one of our brand new rings, it's supposed to go out for $19,999, but it is probably the first time I'm seeing the new find in this particular collection, so we're not gonna do $19,999 today. Also, I've been talking on and on about how beautiful that stone is. This is also a very big statement piece. It is definitely for those of you who like big rings, big stones, big jewelry, this is the one for you if you love your tourmalines. $19,999. It is not going to be though today. Not even going to be $15,999. I'm cutting prices like crazy. I think that just means that the curators of the show just love me that much. $15,999. It is not. Let me just show you on the hand exactly how huge and massive and beautiful this ring is. Ooh, look at that. Even on the hand from a distance, it looks like it's glowing from within. It looks like there are tiny little LED lights just sprinkled into the stone, but no, that's just its natural beauty, which is, it almost looks unreal. It looks like something that's animated. As I'm moving it, it's winking in the light. It looks like something that someone had to go in to digitally add, but no, this is no filter. This is what it actually looks like, which is crazy. And $15,999 is not going to be $12,999. Brand new today. We are very, very excited. If you've been looking for the statement new find for your collection, if you're a collector and you want something that's truly unique, that's something you can't find really anywhere else, this is definitely the one for you. $12,999 it's not going to be. Let's get it out of here for a collector's museum level item. $12,999 it is not. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $9,999. Brand new today. Very, very exciting. I just love the stone. Back on the wheel it goes. This stone is truly exceptional. I just can't stop looking at it. It actually looks like there is a glow around the edges of that stone. It just looks like, usually it's, you know when the halo effect, when you look at something you really want or you really desire, it seems like there's a halo around it. This has a real life halo effect. It is craziness. Isn't that so cool? And I love how we just decided to keep it simple. No frills, nothing extra. The star of the show definitely is that stone. We didn't want to touch it anything at all. I hear we have some requests coming in. Very, very exciting. Yeah, I mean, it's all fun when I get to show things that I like, but I much rather show things that you like. I like to see what other people are enjoying in the jewelry space. That's always super fun. So thank you for everyone who calls in and places a request. That's always super, super fun. Next up. Yep, I'm sure that there will be riots to the phone lines for this one. So while we let that get hammered out, let's move on, shall we? Next up, we have something that, again, new to me, might not be new to you, but they're a pair of, beautiful stud earrings in the color change garnet. Very, very unique. Ooh, there's a little bit of smudgies on them, so let me get rid of them. But this is item number 1117520, and like I said, the color change garnet, 3 carat 46 total weight. So it's a little over 1 carat for each ear in the sort of button style stud earrings, classic single halo. A little bit variation on the single halo, but still beautiful nonetheless, almost giving it that frame-like work around a classic oval shape. Yes, 3 carat 46 total weight with 45 points in diamonds. Across both earrings, so you're getting 20 points in diamonds in each ear as well. Yeah, aren't they magnificent? It has that beautiful plum winey color. Beautiful, and they do change under incandescent lighting. So like I was talking about jewelry being multifunctional, being able to wear it different ways, this does change under incandescent lighting, and that's completely natural. Very, very cool. We always love a fun natural phenomena piece here at TVON. And very, very wearable, very, very classic. It's just the classic stud style, so very easy to wear. I'm personally not a huge stud person because I like my jewelry to have a little bit of length, but if I could find a magnificent drop in this stone, I would definitely take it for sure. But this is not a teeny tiny stud, which I do prefer because you can definitely see it from a while. I just have really long earlobes. That's just my only thing. I love studs on other people, just not me. But this is a fantastic piece for any of those, again, collectors out there if you really like natural phenomena stones, or if you just really want a good pair of royal purple earrings. And this one also has a new markdown. It was supposed to go out for $39.99 originally when we first debuted these, but that is not going to be our price today. And it does have to stay in the yellow, but look at that. I mean, it's just natural color theory. You have purple, so you naturally want yellow to bring out the purple color in the stones. Ah, fantastic. And if you guys want, I can also bring it up against the ear. I'll definitely show it against the hand in a bit, just so you can see a little size reference. But I can also hold it up against the ear if you want to see how it looks like on my very elongated earlobes. But $39.99, they're not going to be today on this Thursday evening. Still very weird, even though it's the end of Thursday. It's almost Friday. It probably is. It's almost Friday in some places in the country. $39.99. It is not going to be $39 or even $29.99 or even $19.99. I feel like I've gone a little bit crazy here. Not even going to be $19.99 for these. I'm not going to say huge, but very significant sized stud earrings. Let me just show it against the hand as promised. And the post is in the center of the earring, so it's not going to look like a drop. If you're worried about a direction in which you have to wear it, it doesn't really matter. If you like to wear east-west, not many people wear it like that, but that's always a choice. It is, like I said, not very small at all. Look at that against the hand. It is definitely it has some size to it. It's not going to be missed by no means. All right, back on the wheel it goes. Oops, standing so perfectly earlier. Anyways, $19.99 it is not going to be. Not going to be $19.99 or $18.88 or even $17.77. Let me tell you, the bag in which I'm supposed to go off of originally have a $17.77. There's now a big X through that, so you know the prices are going low today. $17.77, it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. These have to get out of here. It's been here for a little bit. We really want them to find a good home to any purple lover, to any stone collectors, to anyone who loves wearing studs. Maybe you just have a huge stud collection, and this is the perfect pair to add to it. $17.77, it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,499, $14.99, brand new markdown today. Super exciting. Yeah, definitely a very unique shade, very unique color we have here. I don't think we have very many stones that come close to this sort of color. Nothing that I can think of on the top of my head. But then again, my brain is slow acting today. I think it's still rebooting. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at everything we have here today, and I feel like I'm internally jumping for joy. All right. These are here. If you're interested, please give me a call and let me know. Moving right along, let's just take these off. And of course, if there's anything you need me to go back to, I'll be happy to do so. Just leave a comment or call us or anything. Just give us a heads up. This is going to be a Tanzanite, if you couldn't already tell. Item number 1122456. It is our 12 karat 06 round blue wing block D Tanzanite with a carat 14 in diamonds on either side. Wow, it's only first hour and I'm already starting off with one of the biggest blue wing block D Tanzanites we have in, at least in a ring that I know we have in our inventory currently. It's just that kind of night. Start off strong. So I know for a fact there are some in our audience who are avid Tanzanite enthusiasts. I don't know if we have a name for it yet. I feel like there should be a fan club name for Tanzanites alone, because at least once a week, I would say multiple times a week, most weeks, we get a call about how much you guys love our Tanzanites, and we are trying our best to keep bringing them out, but eventually we're just not going to be able to because they are going so fast. The availability just isn't there. So if you have been eyeing a major Tanzanite, if you have been wanting a large ring in the classic round Tanzanite stone, this is for you. This is pretty much as classic as it gets for a Tanzanite ring. Like I said, 12 karat 06 stone with over a carat in diamonds, and not teeny tiny diamonds. You have 6 big diamonds total, 3 on either side to give it that illusion of a 3-stone style. This is a crazy ring, and we're going to do some crazy deals on it. First time it was up here, it was supposed to go out for $17,999. But as it is a collector's piece, as it is, we really want it to go to someone who, like I said, Tanzanite enthusiasts. We definitely want it to go out to one of you guys out here. We're gonna do something a little insane on it. Let me just grab it because I just see a little smudgy, and we don't want to do this ring any injustice. $17,999, it is not going to be. And I'm going to do something a little bit insane. That $17,000 price tag, I'm gonna cut it in half. That would be what? $9,999? Again, brain rebooting, not perfectly functional yet. Yeah, $9,999. You would think, wow, Joanne, that's already a crazy discount. There's no way you're gonna go lower, right? Well, if there's a will, there's a way. I will, and I have a will. $99.99. I just realized I said I have a will. We also have a will here in our operating bank, so ha ha ha. $99.99. It is not going to be on this crazy massive. When I say massive, I truly mean massive. It is large. It has a very large mass, massive, with not just the Tanzanite itself, but the diamonds as well. So I said a carat 14 total. That may sound like just a random number that I'm talking about diamonds, but in fact, because there are only 6 diamonds, that means that each stone is about 19 points each. That's already, so you're getting a 20-pointer diamond. Well, not a 20, you're getting 6 20-pointer diamonds in a singular ring. On top of that, with a 12 karat 06 round Tanzanite, $99.99 is not going to be $79.99 or even $59.99 today. I am doing crazy things for my I feel like I should just call these biannual shows, since I seem to only be up here twice a year. Yeah, for my new biannual show, $59.99. It is not going to be brand new low price today, and today only. Let's just let it go. Let's get it out of here. $49.99 is going to be your price today. And right now it is in the white gold. We do highly recommend we keep it. Sorry? Yeah. Highly recommend it in the white gold, but if you want it in yellow gold, if you want a rose gold, maybe talk to your operators, maybe we can make it happen. We have done crazier things. And let me just try it on for you. Such a huge ring, can't not try it. Look at that. Even from a distance, you can see the facets on that sparkling brilliantly. It has that beautiful true blue royal color that's so iconic of our blue wing block D Tanzanites. Yeah, I have a feeling if this does not go today, it's going to go into our archives for a very long time. And even if we do bring it back, we might not even be able to bring it at this brand new low. $49.99. Back on the wheel it turns. And while it is a very large like this, let me also just show it the back. It sits very, very comfortably. It doesn't snag, it doesn't catch, it doesn't do any of that. And you also have it set so that you don't feel the culet on your finger. It's a very, very, very comfortable ring. Gorgeous, is it not? And here is the profile view as well. Thank you for asking for that. Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, sticking with the sort of blue theme we got going on here today, or blue, blue-green. We've had a lot of cool tones so far in the show, besides that Imperial that I started off with in the very beginning. So why not continue that streak? Next up, another brand new today. Hello. Let's just take that away for a second and bring out another brand new piece. I already had a Tourmaline today, I think. Yes, I did. Why not bring another one? Independent. This is going to be brand new as well. Item number 1126603. We have a pear-shaped Congolese Tourmaline, 2 carat 42 with 6 points in diamonds on that top there. Kind of perfect. Yeah? Oh, okay. Sorry. Again, out of practice. Mic placement, not my strong suit. Let me know if it's better. But yes, brand new today, 2 carat 42 pear-shaped Congolese Tourmaline with 6 points in diamonds. Kind of perfect for right now. It's, as it is a holiday season, the first time I saw this, it looks like a little elf with the little pointed hat, or even like an elf's shoe, how they're like pointy with a little bell. I feel like it's kind of perfect for the holiday season, and it is a green stone, so there you go, you're halfway there already. And it's such a, if you haven't had a Congolese Tourmaline, if you haven't really tested out how you feel about green, because I feel like green is very personal. It's not a color that everyone loves to wear. I feel like certain colors like blues or dark maroons, browns, they tend to be more widely accepted. Greens, it takes a certain type of person to rock a good green. I only on occasion like to rock a good green. And if you are not sure if you're that type of person and you just want a starter piece to try it out, this could definitely be the one for you. It is definitely more of a wearable pendant. Earlier we did have a Tourmaline pendant earlier. We had the big statement Indicolite, but if maybe that's not so much your jam, you want something that you can wear every day, just pop it on with your favorite sweater. This could be the one for you. Let me just show it against the hand right now. Ooh, I'm holding it upside down with my tweezers, not intentionally. Look at that. Like I said, very good for every day, and it's very wearable for anyone who wants to expand their Tourmaline collection, or if you just want to try how a green just pops against your clothing or your décolletage. Yeah, green is definitely one. I feel like it's a very underrated color to wear. It's definitely statement worthy. And this one was supposed to go out for $19.99, but that is not going to be our price today. And someone just informed me earlier that my hair might have been blocking my mic. If that's still happening, just let me know, I'll adjust it. $19.99 is not going to be our price today. Not going to be $19.99 or even $14.99. Let me just bring it back on the wheel so you can see how it looks close up again. And I think this one does have to stay in the white gold, but I feel like that just kind of hones in that is a holiday piece. Not to say that you can't wear holiday pieces during every other day of the year, but yeah, it's kind of the perfect time to get it. If you have a niece or daughter out there who loves Christmas, I feel like this will make their, well, Christmas season. And $14.99, it is not going to be today, not going to be $14.99 or Well, not only do my vocal cords need a little bit of practice and muscle working, I feel like my finger joints also too, because holding this pendant here with the tweezers, I'm also not used to that anymore, so my fingers are cramping up a little bit, unfortunately. Let me just loosen that a little bit. $1,099, it is not going to be today. Let's just let it go out before December is upon us officially. $1,099 is not going to be, let's just make it $999. Magic $999. Such an adorable little pendant. Oh, thank you so much. Who can I thank there? Thank you so much, Lisa. That is a great piece. You are going to love it. Let me tell you, when I was looking through my entire lineup today, that one immediately caught my eye. That is truly, truly a great piece. Okay. $9.99 for this one. All right, moving right along, keeping with the sort of everyday wearable style, let's bring something back that I haven't seen on air in a bit. And I know some of our everyday viewers definitely recognize this piece. This is going to be item number 1110431, and it is our mini cross hoops. Super fun. Right now I have the white gold up here, but I also have the other two gold colors to show you. It is, of course, 11 points in diamonds that make that cross. And oh, yes, let me see if I can do this. Yes, I forget that on the monitor it's always the opposite of what I see. It's like I said, out of practice. I think this just means that I need to show up here more. There we go. They're so cute laying there side by side like that. Like I said, this is one of our iconic pieces. This is our 11-point diamond cross hoop earrings. And luckily today we have all three gold colors to show you, just so you can see how they look. This is great for every day if you have a normal piercing and you just want to wear something that isn't going to catch. Something great about hoops that I never really got understood initially when I got my piercings were how comfortable they were, because you don't have the post always poking you if you're someone who likes to wear your jewelry to sleep like I do. It's not the greatest habit in the world that I really need to break, but that's the reality. This is a great piece to do that, because when you do lay down, it's not going to poke you or bother you. If you have a second piercing, this is also a great size for that. It's 1/2 inch. So for those of you who don't, if you want something in your second piercing that you can wear close to the ear, that you don't necessarily want a stud there. I know for me, for my second piercing, I always have a hoop in there because it's just so easy. You almost never have to take it out. It's great. This is definitely a great piece for you, and I've known, and I'm in the phone bank more often than I am up here, so I know that when these go, they're always a great gift option. We always have people coming in and calling and asking for one in each gold color. Sometimes they get two in the same gold color if they want to wear it like in both their first and second piercing. That has happened before. So it is just a great piece, and I'm so happy I could bring it out today. It's supposed to go out for $6.99. This is a piece that is truly one of the most iconic pieces here at TVON. And I don't think I've ever shown, like me personally, I haven't shown these before. So very excited to get the chance to do that. $6.99, they're going to be $399 today. These are such a fun, understated piece. It's understated, yet it still has a statement. It's still something that has a little bit of design. It's just a great piece. And to be honest, right now my second piercing hoop is just a gold band. Basically, it's just a gold hoop, but with the diamonds, it just gives it that extra little bit of sparkle, that extra little bit of oomph. It's just a great piece. $3.99, and it is a great gifting option if you have stocking stuffers you want to put them in. It's a great piece all around. And yes, we do have them all gold colors. I think the most popular, if I would have to say, is probably the white gold. Second is probably yellow. Some people just like that contrast in the diamonds and the gold color. but they all look fantastic in their own right. Ooh. Yes, also, yeah. And a lot of people I know have been getting sick recently, so I just want to remind everyone to stay safe and stay healthy out there. It has been a tough disease season to get through this year. So yes, please everyone stay safe and stay healthy. Question? Yes, having long hair can be a hassle. It's very high maintenance. To be fair, being a female is high maintenance. At least for me. I'm a very high maintenance person. I know Joyce sometimes comes on here and talks about how she tries to be as low maintenance as possible. Not me. I am like the complete polar opposite. Okay. Moving on. Speaking of super classic pieces, here is another piece that is super, super classic here that also very, very excited to bring. These are here, and they are here usually year-round, maybe not at that price, but they are here year-round. So if anyone wants to see them later on, if you have the item number, just give it on over and we'll be happy to bring them out for you. This one is going to be item number 1122297. That's a lot of twos. I almost got blurry vision over there. This is our 21-point marquee cut pink diamond in the classic bridge mounting, and 21 points you would think is all of it, but no, that's just the center stone, 21 points, with 35 points in pink diamonds in the halo and the bridge, and of course an additional 69 points in white diamonds in an additional halo and on the two top rungs. I don't know bridge terminology. I should have gone to architecture school and I just didn't. But yeah, like I said, very, very classic ring in our classic bridge mounting. It doesn't get more iconic than this here at TVON. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can, oop, that's the wrong button. Like I said, out of practice, I need to refresher on what each button does. But yeah, between this and the signature mounting, it doesn't get more classic here. And what better way to do it than in a special pink diamond? Marquee cuts, we don't have very many of. We have quite a few pink diamonds here. We have had a lot of them in the past, but not very many in the marquee cut. They just aren't super common, and every time we have one, it goes super quickly, and I'm sure this one will be no different. We took a very, very cute and dainty cut and put it in this bold bridge mounting, which I think is it's a very good choice. I feel like if you're gonna wear a pink diamond, if you're gonna go all out like that, you might as well make the most of it. Yeah, this one is definitely going to be one to remember. And it's supposed to go out for $79.99, but that is not going to be our price today. $79.99. I already can't wait. I'm gonna put it on my hand because I just love the marquee cut. There's something so unique about this shape that just cannot be replicated. It's something so elongating, and it's just beautiful. And that bridge, it just gives that band again extra oomph with the contrast. It's a very beautiful ring. Yes? I did. I tried moving it here. Let's see if it's better, but yeah, let me know. Like I said, mic placement, not my forte, but we'll see if it gets better. $79.99 is not going to be, for this ring, not going to be $79 or $59 or even $39.99. Isn't that such a gorgeous ring? Back on the wheel it goes. And this ring, I don't know if you can tell through the camera, but to me it's not even giving like the pure pink. It almost has a little bit of purple to it, which just adds to the uniqueness and the specialty of this piece. It is truly an exceptional ring. And like I said, marquee cuts always go super, super quickly. Sure, this is going to be no exception. And because it's gonna go quickly, let's just get straight down to it. $39.99 it is not, $29.99 it is not even going to be $28.88 or $27.77. Definitely one of my favorite cuts. Yes, hopefully she'll be back by Saturday. But if not, I guess it will be me again. So you get to see my face for longer. $27.77, it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's get it out here. Let's make it $23.99 today. $23.99 for our special one-of-a-kind pink diamond. Whoa, where did that come from? I almost said Tanzanite. Verbal misstep. Marquee cut pink diamond. All right. Again, this one is here if you have questions. We also, anything you want to see from earlier, please give us a call and let us know. I'll be happy to bring them back. I know sometimes I move a little bit quickly, but I'll be happy to bring anything back you would like to see. And like I said before, if you have any requests, please call us or comment or smoke signal, I don't know. Let us know. We'll be happy to bring those out for you as well. Ooh. Yeah, I need to work on my vocal exercises. They're not out, they're very out of practice. Okay, moving along, we have a wheel today. I know from what I hear, Kunzites have been very, very highly requested in the past however long I have not been here. So we decided to bring a wheel out for everybody. Let's just show that for you. Wow. Already, I'm not even seeing the full picture and it already looks fantastic, all laid out together. And they're all in that sort of elongated rectangular. So we have an emerald and 2 cushion cuts. And these are beautiful, all stacked together. The beauty of our Kunzites, they're not necessarily true for all Kunzites, but the beauty of our Kunzites is that usually when they are smaller size, they tend to look super pale. They almost don't look purple at all. They almost just look clear. What's great about the Kunzites here at TVON that I haven't seen anywhere else is that they're that true, you can definitely tell they're purple. They're a true lavender lilac. I would say almost a shade darker than a lavender lilac color. That is the beauty of TVON Kunzites, and I dare say no one can find one even close to the color, the quality of our Kunzites. And we have heard that from everyone who's ever gotten one. So why not be you and jump on this chance while you can. We also don't usually have enough where they look similar enough that we can build a wheel like this. So this is a very exciting day today. And let's break each down one by one. So the one on the right, you see right there, that's our only emerald cut. That's our 11 karat 05, and that is the smallest of the trio. It's in that classic 3-stone style, almost 3-stone illusion style. It has, like I said, 1105 for the center stone with 66 points, and the diamonds on either side, princess cut white diamonds. Gorgeous, gorgeous ring. The 2 cushions, let's start with the one in the center. We're going right to left, opposite of reading direction. That's going to be our 11 karat 98 with 83 points in diamonds in that classic double halo. So that's going to be our second largest of the trio. And last but certainly not least, the largest is our 12 karat 92 cushion with 96 points in white diamonds in that classic single halo. So we kind of have the 3 most traditional classic mountings here all together on one wheel. We have the 3-stone or all 3-stone adjacent. We have the double halo and the single halo. So if you are a lover of classic rings, this should be your dream trio right here. And all of these rings were supposed to go out for $69.99. That's what they're all supposed to go out for, at least $69.99. But this is my first wheel in at least 6 months. It's my first, this is my first time ever having Kunzites, especially three Kunzites at the same time. I've had other Kunzites in the past, and I will have some later on today. But this is the first time I've ever had them as a group, as a bundle here. And it is your choice. And all of these, you can change a gold color. Would not recommend, but you can if you would like. Yeah, $69.99. I don't think that's gonna do today. $69.99. It is not. It's not gonna be $59 or $49 or even $3,999. I love, love, love this trio. I feel like there's a ring for everyone. If you are a Kunzite lover, if you are a Kunzite enthusiast, there's something for everyone. Or even if you don't have a Kunzite yet and you just want to try one out, this is kind of the greatest place to start because, again, no frills, nothing super fancy, nothing too designer avant-garde. This is just classic, just beautiful stones set in quality mountings. And let's try one on, shall we? Let's start with the, I'm saying the baby, but it's not small by any means. This is our 11 karat emerald in that sort of illusion 3-stone style. And I say baby, but it's definitely not small, as you can see on my hand. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous ring. I feel like personally, there's something about an emerald cut that I just love. It sings to my heart. And this style definitely highlights the beauty of the cutting of the stone. And even from a distance, you can see that purple, lilac, lavender color is truly shining through. It is definitely a wonderful, exceptional piece, and none of them lack in terms of color. Let's just say that. And yeah. So there is the outlier of the group, the emerald cut. Let's bring it back to the wheel. Yeah, without that one, it almost looks, the other two look a little bit lonely. And $39.99, it is not. I am bringing this down to a special deal just for today. For any one of our many, many requesters who have been asking, been begging for beautiful Kunzite in the elongated rectangular shapes. This one's for you guys. $39.99 is not going to be $29.99 today. My goodness. I keep losing my train of thought because I keep looking in the monitor and I'm seeing the rings almost, it's like I'm seeing them all over again. I'm just recentering them because now I'm realizing they're not in the middle. Silly me. $29.99, it is not going to be today. Let's just blow it out. This is a special deal today only. Let's just each one pick, it's your pick, your choice. Whichever one you like, let's just make it $19.99. Right now they're all in the white gold. I highly, highly, highly recommend it stays in the white gold. Usually with our Kunzites, we like to keep our samples in the white gold because it really highlights the true purple tone of these stones. We strongly recommend. $19.99 for any one of those rings up there. If you love the emerald cut, the 1105 on the right, that one's for you. If you love the double halo, a slightly wider ratio than the other two, it's slightly wider compared to how tall it is. Definitely, it's a slightly wider rectangle. That's what I'm trying to say. Or if you're a size queen, the 1292, take the largest of the bunch. Largest of the bunch with also the biggest diamond weight. Single halo doesn't look like it's as much, but it actually is. Yeah, it has the most diamond weight. Very large diamonds for just a single halo. Very, very interesting. Speaking of which, let's just try that on so we can see how that looks on the hand, shall we? Look at how beautiful that looks on the hand. Like I said, I have very short, stocky fingers. The whole reason I get my nails done is so that they appear normal length. And this ring, I feel like, is just helping me. The beauty of having longer stones in rings is that it helps elongate the finger. I know rounds typically are the more classic cut, but I'm a sucker for a good emerald elongated cushion, ovals. speaks to my heart in a very different way. Such a classic, such a unique take on a classic. And while because it is that elongated cushion cut, it is a large stone, but it doesn't feel overwhelming. And what's great about this one, it is a large stone. Let me just show you, flash on the side right now. It doesn't sit exceptionally tall, so it's not going to catch particularly on anything. So it sits very well for such a large stone, for such a large ring. So if that's a concern for you, that's always a plus. Isn't that so gorgeous? And I don't know how, but from a distance, it looks even more saturated, even more vibrant. I don't know how that works. Usually, at the farther away you go, the less saturated it looks, but yeah, it's just fantastic. Back on the wheel it goes. Yeah, I know earlier I said I said that the emerald coat was my favorite, but now looking at them all together, I don't think I have a particular favorite, which is saying something. Usually I'm someone who's very quick to pick favorites out of a lineup. But yeah, I can't really pick one out of these. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely feel my vocal cords screaming internally in agony already, and it's not even top of the hour yet. Definitely need to work out. Are there vocal cord warm-ups or like vocal cord exercises? You know, when you want to work out like your biceps, you do curls or bicep curls, or if you want to work out your legs, you do lunges. There should be vocal cord exercises to like build the muscle, if that's a thing. Also, not a biology person, so that may be completely inaccurate, but that should be a thing. Okay. All right. Next up, that is a fantastic wheel, but time is a ticking, and we have got to move on. Next up, we have another classic. We had the cross earrings earlier, but let's bring out the traditional way that crosses are normally worn. A cross pendant, one of our many. This is going to be item number 1110-439. It's our 90-point diamond cross pendant. It's definitely one of our more classic sizes. It's about, I want to say, an inch top to bottom. Yeah, about an inch top to bottom, maybe a little bit longer than an inch. Very classic size, not itty bitty, teeny tiny, but it's not also massive and you can see it from a mile away. It's a very appropriate size. Our 90-point cross, I want to say this, out of all of our cross pieces, this might be one of our best sellers. If there was a bestseller list for crosses, I'm definitely sure this one would make it. Right now this is in the white gold, but we also have it in yellow and rose if you would like to see it. Yeah, it's just a great classic piece. And we just decided to bring it out for you because it has been a while since we brought these out. Sometimes we have so many pieces that are so synonymous and iconic to the name of TVON that sometimes we just forget what's there. So we always need a refresher every now and then. So yeah, we brought this out for you. This one originally was supposed to go out for $29.99. That's what we had it up here for the very, very first time we had it, but it has since been brought down, which we are very, very thankful for. Spirit of Thanksgiving, thankful for. $29.99 is not going to be your price today. For if you are looking for the next classic cross to add to your collection, if you don't have one and just want to get one, this is definitely the most widely accepted one. Nothing too fancy, just very easy to wear, easy to pair. Very classic way to go. Yeah, not going to be $29.99. Let's just get that out of there. It's going to be $888. $888 for almost an entire carat in diamonds for a pendant. Yeah, any gold color you want, white, yellow, rose. Again, right now it's in white, but we do have it in yellow and rose. I think this might be one of the pieces. I feel like whenever I get a call about this particular piece, it's always a toss-up between white and yellow. And I think they look good regardless. I mean, it is covered in diamonds, so obviously, even if you do change the gold, it won't be super, super obvious, but I don't know. It just, I feel like even with yellow gold, you can still sort of tell. And it just creates a sort of warmth to it. So you can't really go wrong. Any gold color you want. This is definitely one where you can play designer. It's all up to personal preference. All right. Okay. Wow, already we're at the top of the hour already. Let me take this away and say hello to anyone who might just be tuning in right now. Hello for anyone who might be tuning in. Thank you for being with me here today. If you guys don't know, my name is Joanne. I'm filling in for Lauren while she's still recovering, and I hope everyone sends her your well wishes. And Joyce is on she's on her well-deserved break. So I will be here for the time being. Hopefully Lauren will be back by Saturday, but if not, I will be here with you. If you have any requests for the upcoming week, for the upcoming big events, please let us know. We'll be happy to bring them to you. If you need me to recap anything from previously, I'll be happy to do so as well. Yeah, we've had quite a busy evening already. I am already very overwhelmed, but I'm very excited to be here. So again, we still have 2 hours left. Yeah, 2 hours left of a great show. So let's just bring it back to the wheel right now. We are looking at an empty wheel right now, but it will not be empty for long because here is the next piece. Look at that. This is going to be item number 1125904, and it is a swan. We love our critters here at TVON. Our critter jewelry pieces. I know this isn't, it's weird to call a swan a critter, but it is an animal piece. And again, also very unique to TVON. It's not super diamond heavy. It only has one point. It only has a single point diamond for the eyes of the swan. And I know a lot of us out here, the majority of our audience are bling lovers. They love the bling, they love the diamonds, they love the sparkles. But this is for someone who wants something a little bit more understated, something that they can just pop on. I know for me, for every day, I don't necessarily want my entire knuckle to be bejeweled in a million diamonds. I mean, I know I have a lot of friends who do. That's just not my personal preference. I like something a little bit more gold heavy. So if that is you as well, this is definitely the piece for you. And because it is so gold heavy, we decided to upgrade that gold to the 18 karat yellow. So it gives it a little bit more warmth, and yeah, there's such an interesting interpretation of a swan. Usually when I think swan ring, I think like a swan just swimming in a pond and then a simple band. But the designer actually decided to use the wings to create the band here. It's very, very cool, and then it comes into that chevron shape, almost a little bit reminiscent of our Wonder Ring. It's very, very unique. This is definitely a one of a kind. So if you have a special place in your heart for swans, if you just love collecting animal jewelry, and I'm holding it right now because if I put it down, it's gonna fall to its side, and I feel like it might not look the way it's supposed to look like that. But it'll definitely look very different on the hand, and also in contrast to our Wonder Ring, this is definitely one where a direction might matter. Usually our Wonder Rings, there's been a hot debate on how you should wear them. If you sandwich them, it's not much of a debate, but if you only wear one at a time, some people like to wear the point facing your knuckle, some of them like the point facing towards your finger. This one I feel like is pretty self-explanatory, so there's no wrong way to wear it. And it's just such a great everyday piece. This is definitely a piece I would wear every day. And it's supposed to go out for $19.99, and it's not going to be $19.99 today. We're doing something spectacular on one of the only gold pieces we have left in our inventory. We have them occasionally, but when they are here, they do get sold out very, very quickly. And $19.99, it's not going to be $19.99 or even $14.99. or even $999 today. There is only one, so we want this to find a great home as soon as possible. $999 it is not going to be. Let me just try this on so you can see exactly how classic we're talking here. Like I said, it's all gold, but because of the detail work on this ring, it still has a lot of design, a lot of depth, a lot of intention to it. And it's just such a pretty everyday piece. This is definitely one of those pieces that has the potential to become your next statement piece. There are some people, when I feel like they wear jewelry, there are pieces they wear so constantly that they become synonymous with their identity. This ring definitely has the potential to be that for you if you love it that much. And $999 is not going to be it, not going to be $888 or even $777. This is such a gorgeous ring, and I love how, because it has those curves for the wings, the light hits in such a unique way. It like moves as you move your ring, which I know happens with all gold rings, but because the wings, they made it sort of rounded, it has a lot more depth to it. $777 is not. Let's just blow it out. For one person only, yellow gold only, it has to be $699 today. Any Swan lovers, or even if you just love the ballet, this is a great homage to that. $699. Back on the wheel it goes. Ooh, I think it wants to come home with me. It's struggling to get off. It struggled to get off my hand there. It is such a adorable, adorable ring. I feel like with also a lot of our animal pieces, we end up coming up with names for the little animals. We should agree to come up with a name for this swan. Like how pets get names, animal jewelry should get names. That way, if you're ever looking in your jewelry box or you need someone to look for a piece for you, you can, instead of just saying, oh, find that swan ring I love so much, just give it a name. Call it Sebastian. That's not a good name for a swan. Find Sebastian for me. Yeah, you're right, it's a crab. I was like, that doesn't sound right for a swan. Yeah, so that's why we need to come up with a good name. Okay. Moving on from the swan that has yet to be named. Yeah, if anyone, huh? It looks like a female. Yeah. I'm sure our audience can come up with a much better name for it. I'm not one for naming things. But yes. Moving right along, we have, a brand new, I believe this is new, a zircon pendant. Look at that. This is going to be item number 1126073. I know we've had a lot of zircon rings in the past. That's, in fact, one of the things that have been requested a lot recently. But we haven't had a lot of pendants. And this is a 2K59 pear-shaped blue zircon pendant in the platinum. Yeah, crazy, right? In the platinum with 26 points in diamonds in that halo and the bail there. So if you don't, it's a great size if you don't have zircon, if you like your pendants to be a little bit more understated, if you're not a pow in your face, look at me type of pendant, this is the one for you. It is so cute and adorable. It's so classic. If you just love this sort of light blue, it's not even light blue, I'm having a hard time placing the exact shade, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, 2K59, I feel like this is wearable for anyone. If you love the big jewelry, if you love something slightly more wearable, it's just kind of the perfect in between. This is definitely something you cannot go wrong with, and it is brand new today. And for blue zircon, even of one of a size that's slightly smaller, the color, it's not lacking in color at all. It's still very vibrant, it's still very there, it's very present, it's very pow in your face. Yeah, this is a spectacular piece. Yeah, if you don't have a blue zircon already, or if you've been looking for a blue zircon pendant, because I know we get those requests quite often, and usually we have to say, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have anything right now. If you've probably heard me say that through the phone a few times. Yeah, so if you've been looking for one, this is the time to get it. It's supposed to go up for $19.99. It is not going to be $19.99 though today. Yep, definitely my hands need practice just holding things onto this revolving wheel. $19.99 it is not. It's not going to be $18.88 or $17.77. And like I said, platinum, so hopefully platinum is okay, it has to stay that way. Let me just show it against the hand so we can see what size we're looking at right here. See, look at that. It might not be big, but it sure is mighty. Look at the color and just how, like I said, perfect everyday zircon pendant if that's what you're looking for. I know I was talking about colors that are just wearable, and I said blue was one of those, and I stand by that. Blue is a color that I feel like is very widely accepted. It's a very safe color. If you're looking to gift someone something that's not black or white or just all diamonds, I feel like zircons could be a great way to go. Zircons, tanzanites, they're very mellow. That's not the word. They're very likable. It's not super polarizing. It's not like a vibrant purple or a spring green where it takes a certain type of person to really, really love it. Blues, I feel like, can be more digestible for the majority of people. So it is definitely a great gifting item, but not for $17.77, it's not. Not for $16.99, it's not. Yeah, this one definitely needs to get out of here. $16.99 is not going to be for this gorgeous pendant. This is also a great starter zircon. I've called pieces starters in the past. This is joining that group. It's a starter zircon. $16.99 is not. Let's go back to the wheel so we can look at it in all its starter glory. $16.99 it is not going to be today. Not going to be $14.99 or $12.99 or even $1,099. This definitely needs to go to a great home tonight. $1,099 is not going to be. Let's just get it out of here. Let's get it for a magic $999. I feel like that is the number that is the magic number here at TVON. $9.99. And for that piece, it should disappear like magic. The TVON Swan? That is pretty cute. The TVON Swan. The only problem is if we ever get another swan, which is somewhat unlikely, then I feel like that name goes away. And it is a designer piece, so once it's gone, the TVON Swan has found a home somewhere else. Yeah, but that does have a certain type of ring to it, for sure. TVON Swan. All right. This one is here if you like it. And next up, ooh, we've had all types of jewelry already today, but let's bring out something we haven't brought out yet. Let's bring out, ooh, look at that. Let's bring out a bangle. It was the only thing missing from tonight so far. This is our demantoid bangle. I believe it's our one and only left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is correct. It's going to be item number 1121837. It's our 2 78 total weight in Russian demantoids. You have 7 Russian demantoids total with 62 points in white diamonds in a bangle. I know for a fact that some of you already know how limited our Russian demantoids are and have been for quite some time now. It's hard for us to even get 1, let alone 7, all together in a beautiful piece of jewelry. It's near impossible at this point. If we wanted to recreate this, we couldn't even if we tried. And Russian demantoids are very popular among our audience for a good reason. There's no stone that quite evokes the same emotion, I want to say. I know I probably shouldn't be putting such deep meaning onto gemstones, but it's true. The green with all those yellow and red flashes is just hard to beat, and we managed to find 7 stones that perfectly match that can be put into one magnificent concoction of a bangle. So if I know also a lot of our audience are specifically bangle lovers, so if you have been looking for a Russian demantoid, but you're not a ring wearer, if you don't love wearing pendants and you just like to have a good bangle, this is for you. Set in the yellow gold. Most of our Russian demantoids are set in the yellow, but we like how it brings out the yellow flashes along with some of the red, and you can see also mint green coming through, occasionally also red. It's just such an exceptional stone, and we paired it in the yellow in the classic way, we like to say. There's some pieces we classically like in white, some classic yellow. This is definitely a yellow gold type of stone. And for a bangle with 7 individual demantoids, it was supposed to go out for $89.99. That's how much it was supposed to go for a bangle with 7 stones, which in my brain seems quite reasonable. I mean, you're getting 7 individual stones, you have diamonds all around, and then you have all that gold that makes up a bangle. We also don't do bangles super often because bangles take a lot of gold, and gold prices are rising like crazy. So yeah, when we have them, they always go super quickly. And this one, I'm sure, will be no exception, but not for $89.99. At $89.99, you're looking at around $1,200 per demantoid stone, which even if you try to buy wholesale, even if you try to go into trade shows and find a single stone for that price, you will be turned away at the door. So so far, right now, we're asking for it for $1,200 a stone in a single bangle, and basically getting the diamonds and the gold for free, but that's not what we're gonna do today. This is TVON. We're gonna bring you to the crazy lows on this piece. $89.99 is not going to be $79.99 or $69.99 or even $59.99. That's already less than $1,000 for each of those demantoid stones. Right now it's 2 carat 78 total for 7 stones, so that means it is about almost 40 points for each stone there. Almost half a carat, a little under half a carat, it's almost 40 points. But yeah, that is already a crazy low price. $59.99 is not going to be though. For any of our bangle lovers, for anyone who has a demantoid ring and has been waiting so patiently to be able to match their ring to another piece of jewelry, which, because they are so rare, we don't even have pendants or even earrings sometimes. And the fact that we managed to make a bangle is already astounding. $59.99 it is not. It's not even going to be $49.99 today. It is my biannual show. My first biannual show. $49.99 it is not going to be. Let's just get it out of here. Let's let it go out the door this Thursday for $48.88 for this fantastic Russian demantoid bangle. Recommend you keep it in the yellow, but you can get any gold color you want. Personally, I like it in the yellow. I'm also usually, most of the time, a yellow gold girly, so I'm a little bit biased. But I truly think that this is the best gold color choice for this bangle, but to each their own. Maybe you like in the white, you really want to show off maybe the cooler side of the Russian demantoids. Maybe you like the contrast of the rose and the green. The little pinky tones with the spring green, they kind of do contrast each other. If you like that, go for it. But like I said, personally, yellow gold for me, the way to go. And it's such a great, and it is a bangle. Right now, it's our classic 7-inch or size 7 bangle, so 7 inches all around. It should fit a 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist. So it fits about, I want to say 70% of people. If you do need to get size, you might want to call in and ask our operators to see if that is possible. Don't have a computer in front of me, so sometimes when people ask that, we do have to double check. And because I don't have one, I don't know on the top of my head if we can do it. But if you want that to happen, just give us a call. If you have any other questions about customization for not just this piece, but any other piece we have ever, it's always the best thing to do is to give us a call, because our operators have the access to all that sort of information. So they will be able to find out for you. That's just a rule of thumb with TVON. $48.88 for this one-of-a-kind demantoid bangle. I know if I had a great demantoid ring, because I'm all about the matching sets. That's what I'm all about. If I had a great demantoid ring and I desperately needed something to match because it's so hard, I would jump at the chance for this bangle. It is truly, truly a one-of-a-kind, magnificent piece. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, we are flying through pieces today. But we have a lot to get through. So we'll say bye-bye to her for now. Next up we have, let's bring it back to the classics. Ooh, look at her. This is going to be item number 1126168. This is our 1 carat 20 carat oval private collection Burma ruby. So a carat 20 for the center stone with a total of 1.02 in white diamonds in that double halo. And I like how we stagger the size of those diamonds to give it more of a dimensional look there. And set in the yellow gold right now has that split shank. It is just such a great classic ring. A little twist on a classic with the double shank, the split shank. Yeah, I believe this is brand new today. Item number 1126168. That item number looks new. I mean, again, I'm not great at keeping track of them, but it looks new to me. It seems pretty later on in the sequence. But wow, classic ring, brand new, but still classic. We've had a lot of rubies, which not everyone can say. I feel like we are definitely a network that tries our best to bring as many rubies as possible, but as you all know, with the sanctions and all the mining restrictions, it's not very easy to get. So this is all from our own private collection, and this is no exception. As you can see, it has that really true dark red color with the slight purple hue that's so iconic of the Burma rubies. And again, I've been talking a lot about starter pieces tonight. It is nighttime. Tonight. I've been talking a lot about starter pieces. This is also a great starter piece. Starter in quotes, but Burma rubies, again, it's one of those stones where everyone knows what they are. Not everyone knows what Tanzanites are. Not everyone knows what Kunzites are. They have very foreign names to the outsider, but rubies are something that everybody knows. Even if you're not in the jewelry space, rubies are something that is common knowledge to most people, and it's just one of those pieces that everyone needs to have in their collection. If you're even somewhat of a beginner jewelry enthusiast, this is definitely a classic type of piece to get. Right now it's in the yellow gold. Most traditionally rubies are set in the yellow gold. You can get in any gold color you want, white, yellow, or rose. We don't have a preference. You can do any gold color you want, but this is supposed to go out for $69.99. But because it is a brand new piece today, and it's my first ruby of today, it's my first ruby in the last at least 6 months, it could have been a year already, we're not gonna do $59.99 today. Or yeah, not gonna do that. Yeah, and like I said, set classic stone, we decided to do it in a classic mounting. I mean, a little bit twist with the split shanks, but that's also for stability. It gives it that very unique look, so it doesn't look too top heavy, it doesn't look too unbalanced. The split shank really helps to even everything out. And again, with also the staggered diamond sizes in the double halo, it gives it that extra dimension, it gives it that extra difference in sparkle, so it looks extra blingy on the hand. $59.99, it is not going to be though. Not going to be $59.99 or $49.99 or even $3,999. And let me just try this on for you, because I think, like I said, I think rubies are a ring that everyone needs to have at least one of. And this one set in that classic way. If rubies, again, like I said, very traditional, very timeless type of stone. This is something that will never go out of style. Trends come in and out. They're very circular. This is something that there's never really a time where rubies, you see a ruby and go, oh, that's not very now. That's not very hip. That's not very modern. rubies are kind of something that will always be known and always be famous. So if you don't have one, this could be the perfect one for you. And $39.99, it's not even going to be $29.99 today. Yeah, that's a little crazy. It's not going to be $29.99. I know smaller rubies that have gone for more than $29.99, and it's not going to be $29.99 today. This is a fantastic deal for our viewers at home on this fantastic Thursday evening. $29.99 is not. Back on the wheel it goes. Look at that. Spectacular. Yeah, it's not going to be $29.99. I got to get this out of here. Private collection, so it must go. Once this one's gone, it is gone forever. We're probably never going to be able to bring this back. So don't miss out. If you are someone who likes to dial late, don't be that person, because once it's gone, it will be gone forever. $29.99 is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,999. $19.99 for a classic Burma ruby, double halo, split shank, all the works. Definitely doesn't get more classic than this. This is the definition of classic jewelry. Ooh, the rumbling has started. I did not miss that. Being in the warehouse and feeling it. You don't just hear outside noises, you feel them. You feel them with all of your senses. It's very disorienting. $19.99. This is a fantastic piece, so do not miss out. It is truly, truly great. Now, we did have a demantoid bangle just previously. Maybe if you are a fan of the rare stone in a bracelet bangle space, but maybe you don't want something super large or super flashy, I might have a piece for you, and I will bring it up next. Yeah, when I saw this, I also squealed a little bit. All right, let's bring my ruby away for just a second. Look at this. This is a bracelet. So if you like wrist jewelry, but maybe don't like how restrictive bangles are, this could be the one for you. This is going to be item number 1123-504. And like I said, if you are into rare stones, but in something you can wear on your wrist, this definitely checks that box. This is made up of 72 points of Alexandrites. Look at that. All those stones, it alternates between Alexandrites and diamonds, 72 points in Alexandrites total, 69 points in white diamonds, all set in a white gold sort of heart mounting. So this is definitely a bracelet that kind of does it all. It has the gold, it has the stones, it has the diamonds. You're not missing a single bit of all that fun out here. Sometimes bracelets or bangles, they become very diamond heavy, which again, if you are a blingy type of gal, that's perfect for you. If you like bangles that are very, very gold heavy, there's also that as well. But this one kind of is the perfect medley of all three. It's as if you just put equal amounts of everything that is good and beautiful in jewelry and made one perfect bracelet. This is the one for you. And Alexandrites, this one's definitely more understated than the previous bangle. If you don't like the stones on your wrist to be super, super huge and in your face, this is kind of a great way to wear Alexandrites. Yeah, and it's got a brand new markdown today. Super, super exciting. Set in the 18 karat white gold. Yes, it's supposed to go out for $79.99, but that's not going to be our price today. Let's see. You know what? Let's see if this can stand on its own. I'm like holding it right now. I think it can stand on its own. Wow. That almost never happens. Look at that. I'll also zoom out a little bit so you can see it in its full glory. There we go. And right now it also fits, it's a 7-inch wrist, so 6.5. 7.5 might fit a little bit tight, so I'll say 6.5 to 7 inch. It should fit pretty well and fits about 70% of people. Yeah, $79.99 is not going to be though. This is it's just such a fun bracelet. If you don't have an Alexandrite or you want Alexandrites that you can wear in the wrist format, I don't think I've ever used that sort of wording before, but yeah, if you want Alexandrite that you can wear on your wrist, this is the one. $79.99 is not going to be though. Not even going to be $59.99 or even $39.99. Yeah. I know we're not always the biggest lover of heart shapes in here in the phone bank at TVON. I know we have a lot of heart-shaped haters here, but I feel like this is one case where I do kind of like it because it's not very obviously just a heart. It's just they're all lined up in a way where it can be interpreted as chevrons, or almost like if you look at it with the points facing up, it could look like scales. It's just very, very interesting. Obviously, if you look at it super, super close, they do look like hearts, but it's kind of an interesting take on the heart shape. And it's not going to be $39.99 for one collar and one collar only. $29.99? Sound good? $29.99? Still doesn't feel right, doesn't it? Doesn't feel like a $29.99 piece. No. Yeah, because there's only one, and I want it to go to a great home who loves it just as much as I do. $29.99, it is not going to be today. Yeah, we're gonna bring it to a crazy new low. $29.99, it is not. $28.88, it is not. Not even gonna be $26.99. And let me just show it against the wrist. I know it's been spinning on this wheel this entire time, but let me just show you. I'll hold it against my wrist so you can see. See, from a distance, it doesn't even look like they're all heart shapes. They have this very interesting, almost arrow-like look. It's just such a fun way to wear Alexandrites. And it's definitely in a style we have never seen before. And $26.99 is not going to be your price. Let's just blow it out. Brand new low today. One color and one color only, white gold only. Let's just make it $24.99 for one very lucky caller. $24.99. And back on the wheel it goes. Yeah, definitely one of a kind piece. I don't think we have a singular bracelet, not Alexandrite bracelet, but any bracelet. I don't think we have one that looks quite like this one, which is saying something. We have quite a few bracelets. I know it doesn't feel like that all the time, but we do have quite a lot. Ooh, I can feel my voice already cracking and crying for help. Okay. Moving right along, let's take away the Alexandrite bracelet for right now and bring out, we had a blue zircon pendant earlier, but let's bring it back to the classic. Let's do a blue zircon ring. Look at that. This is going to be item number 1126641. Oh, need to zoom in on that, get it in all its magnificent glory. 1126641. This is our 4-carat 89 oval blue zircon with 14 points in white diamonds in that single halo. And ooh, this ring would have been perfect for like about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Doesn't this mounting kind of look like vampire teeth? It looks a little bit like vampire teeth. It's like the perfect Halloween mounting. But alas, blue, you can't really go wrong with blue zircons. It's still a great ring nonetheless. And yeah, it's just such a great take on, usually we just stick blue zircons in single halos, normal single halos, or double halos, bridges, you know, the classic boring stuff. This is such a fun take on it. It's using the negative space, so you can kind of peep your finger through the ring, which is super interesting. I don't think we have quite a mounting that does that, that's not covered in diamonds or filigree. If that's the case where they use negative space, it's usually our lace design. So if you want something a little bit bolder, a little bit more of a statement, this is the one for you. And like I said, blue zircons have been quite high in demand recently. So if you've been eyeing one, and maybe you've been thinking that, oh, this one's too big, this one's not exactly my style, this could be the one for you. It was supposed to go out for $39.99, but that's not going to be our price today. It is that true classic blue zircon blue. Like, I can't think of the term for the right hue of blue again. I mentioned that earlier. It'll come to me. I just can't think of it right now. But $39.99 it is not going to be today. Not going to be $39.99 or $29.99 or even $19.99. It is new-ish today, so very excited to bring it. I'm surprised they gave me so many new items, but like I said, even if it's not new, it feels new to me. So it feels like I'm opening a present for all of these pieces. $19.99 it is not. I want it to go to a great home. This is blue, if you can't tell, is one of my favorite colors, and blue zircons, it's almost that perfect hue of blue that I personally like, and it has to go. If it wasn't gonna go to a great home, it's coming home with me. And not for $19.99. For tonight and tonight only, brand new piece today. Let's just let it go. Let it go out for $14.99. On this Thursday evening, we are officially halfway through the show. I didn't even notice until I just looked up at the clock over there. Time is flying. We are already halfway through, and I feel like I'm not even halfway through all the pieces I am supposed to show today, which is unfortunate. It looks like some things are going to have to save for tomorrow. So if you would like to see me tomorrow, please join us on our online platforms on YouTube, Facebook, and our website. We'll be happy to bring them back out. Who knows? Maybe we'll see a few repeats. We'll bring some of the people that miss some of the items that miss some of the action. Yeah, it's going to be a fun Friday night. Okay. $14.99. This one is still here. But keeping with the blue sort of cool toned motif, let's bring out something else to keep up with that theme. We have, ooh, look at that. We have a Paraiba. We love our Paraibas here at TVON. This one's gonna be item number 1125121. It's our 89-point oval stone with 93 points in diamonds all around in a very familiar mounting, familiar but not exactly recognizable. It's our saddle mount, and as many of you may know, our saddle mount is definitely our most diamond heavy mounting here we have at TVON. If this mounting is truly one for those absolute diamond lovers, the fiends for sparkle and glitz and glam and everything in your face. This is that mounting, but this is a slightly toned down version. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more palatable for the everyday wear. If you still like your blitz and bling, but you want to be able to wear it every single day, this is the one for you. Or if you're like me and you love the saddle ring, but it's just too big for your hand, it's way too overwhelming, this is definitely much more digestible. This is the one that I would pick. It's our medium saddle, and it has 89 points for that center stone Paraiba. I feel like we usually don't have Paraibas in the saddle mount, only because Paraibas are usually, the ones we have are usually teeny tiny, but this one is actually a pretty good size. You're getting almost a carat here. And that color of that stone is magnificent. It is a true neon sort of blue-green, and as we all know, Paraibas are usually they naturally come very, very included, but this one looks very, very clean to the eye. And I'm looking at it through the monitor. You guys are seeing it through the monitor, and the monitor acts as the cameras act as a magnifying glass, as if you're looking at it through a loop. And for Paraibas, it's pretty much as clean as you can get. It has very minimal cloudiness. You can see it through the monitor, but in person, you can't see any cloudiness at all. It's just kind of the perfect concoction of a ring. It has the perfect mix of diamond weight and a significant large stone. I've definitely seen smaller Paraibas with the bigger saddles, which we might have if you're interested, but this is definitely a better balance in my eyes. It has kind of the perfect ratio of museum level stone versus round brilliant diamonds. It's just kind of the perfect medley. And very excited to bring it to you. For this ring, because of all the diamond weight, the gold weight, like I said, not just a lot of diamonds, but also a lot of gold, as well as the large, almost perfect size for this ring, but larger Paraiba stone, 89 points. It's supposed to go out for $13,999, but we're not going to do that today. I mean, it's my first official Paraiba of the night. And this is definitely a ring which I think everyone, if you don't have a Paraiba yet, this could be the one for you. It's definitely for the sparkle lover at heart. And we don't want our sparkle lovers to suffer here. So $13,999 is not your price today. It's not even going to be $9,999. And let me just try on this Paraiba for you. I don't have the classic saddle ring up here, so I can't show you to compare. But as you can see on my hands, which are shorter, on the shorter side, they are very petite. This ring doesn't seem to overwhelm it. Normally the saddle ring, it almost goes knuckle to knuckle on me. And to me, that feels it feels a lot. It feels like a lot for every day. So this is definitely much more wearable. It's much more suited for people like me who have shorter fingers, or even if you do have long fingers and just want something a little bit more understated, but still has a great museum level quality stone, this is the ring for you. And it's not gonna be $9,999 today. It's not even gonna be $89.99. or even $79.99. This is just such a great stone. And also, I should have mentioned this. This is a point that we bring up almost every time. I don't know why it took me this long. The great thing about the saddle ring is even though there's a lot of diamonds, it's also one of our most comfortable rings because the inside is completely finished in gold. It's not hollow at all. There's no little prong sticking in because of the way it's set. So it's one of our most comfortable rings. It's super smooth. It feels like wearing butter on your hand. It is truly great, and because the saddle ring also naturally has an indent on either side, if I shift my hand, you can kind of see the mounting going in. It has that little dip. It just perfectly hugs your finger. So that's always a plus. No one wants to wear jewelry or anything for that matter that is uncomfortable. This is also a great contender for every day, as it is one of the most comfortable rings that we have. And it's not going to be $79.99 either. Let me put this back on the wheel just so you can see the stone once more. $79.99 is not going to be $69.99 or even $59.99. It's getting there. It's getting down to the crazy level low prices we're doing today. It is, yeah. And what's great about the saddle ring, I love how our designers add like additional little details that usually only the wearer can see. What I love about the saddle mounting, as you can see through the monitor, if you look super closely, the way the diamonds are set are almost in a sunburst pattern. It's just so beautiful, and it creates this exceptional dimension in the way the ring looks from a distance. It just it's not just flat all diamonds. It definitely looks like the sparkle has depth to it, which is always a great bonus. $59.99 is not going to be, it's not going to be $49.99. This is a brand new price that we are debuting tonight. $49.99, it is not. $39.99, it is not. Hold your horses. This is getting crazy, crazy, crazy low. $39.99 is not. Let's just blow it out. I want this to go to a great home. This is definitely going to be someone's everyday piece. This is going to be someone's iconic piece. This is going to be someone's identity piece. And not for $39.99. It's going to go out for $3,499 tonight and tonight only. For one lucky caller, this is such a great, magnificent ring. I don't think we have anything in our inventory that compares. It just has that perfect balance of between the vibrance of the stone, the neon quality, the neon color, the clarity of a supposedly naturally included Paraiba, with the diamond weight that just is perfectly balanced. It's truly a Goldilocks ring. It's such a great piece. I cannot say enough good things about it. It is, yeah, I'm surprised we managed to do this. This mounting should make a debut more often, I feel like. Wow-y. And I know there are a lot of you out there who have been missing Lauren. She has been out for a little bit now, and you've been here with Joyce for the last week or so. And I know I said she is taking a well-deserved break, but kudos to the both of them, because I've only been doing this for an hour and 45 minutes, not even 2 hours. And trust me, this is not easy, especially after taking a 6-month hiatus. This is definitely not an easy thing to do. All right. Did you say is it easier to design? You know what, it is, because when you design, you can sit in your bed, in your PJs. All you need is a pencil and paper. You don't need to talk your thought process out while you're designing. It's just in your brain and it happens. Here, you need to articulate and do a lot more thought goes into it. I'm sure Joyce would agree. Yeah, and also when you have to be up here talking, you can't do it in your pajamas, unfortunately. I mean, we could your bottoms, yeah. It'll almost be like video conference hosting. Yeah, but yeah, no. If designing, you can just do it in your PJs, lay in bed. I mean, we could bring it. We could call it like pajama days, Saturdays or something. All right, moving right along. I know we already had a Tanzanite ring earlier today, but why not spice it up with a large Tanzanite pendant? This is I think this is the largest pendant we have. This is item number 1125692. This is probably one of the largest stones, period, we have in the Tanzanite. Ooh, it's so big, I don't even know. Will it stand by itself? Will it? It will. Will it stand? Yes, it's a whopping 22 karat 95 for that center stone alone, with 89 points in diamonds and a classic single halo and bail. Yeah, this is definitely an exceptional pendant. There's nothing quite like it. So, ooh, and it doesn't even want to stand by itself, unfortunately. It's being very stubborn. There we go. Definitely it is probably one of the largest stones we have left in our inventory for the bluing block D Tanzanites in the classic cushion cut. Yeah, very, very large stone. I have a dimension here. I don't know if it's just for the mounting or for the stone. If it's just the stone, it's still big. It's 16.4 millimeters by 19.2 millimeters. So if it's for the mounting, the stone is a little bit smaller than that. If it's for the stone, the mounting is a little bit bigger than that. But either way, it's still very large numbers. Yeah. So Tanzanite pendants are also something that we always get requests for. And it's so hard to find them because a lot of our Tanzanites we like to reserve for rings. But this one was just so massive and so incredibly beautiful and so clean that it would be too overpowering in a ring. We would always be afraid that it would get damaged while wearing or something would happen to it. But as a pendant, you have a little bit of a safety guard because with rings, you're always using your hands. So there's always a fear that something is going to happen. Same thing a little bit with bracelets. I mean, less so, but still a little bit of a fear. So a pendant feels a lot more safe. And with such a large stone, we definitely want to keep this pendant as protected as you can when you're wearing museum level stones. And it is remarkable because it is so large and the color is it's that true royal blue color. We decided to keep the mounting as simple as possible, just a classic single halo with a classic bail. So those of you who have been looking for the most classic Tanzanite pendant, you don't like anything too floral or with too much design on it for a Tanzanite stone, but you still like the drama, you still like to bring the drama and the dramatic nature of your jewelry, this is the pendant. For something of this size, we were supposed to let it go for $29,999. That is what the price was supposed to be, but I mean, this is TVON. We are not going to do that today. At $29,999, we were looking at about $1,300 per carat, give or take. Yeah. For a pendant this size, look anywhere else. Go to downtown LA Jewelry District, which you will find Tanzanites. You will not find one of this color or clarity or anything even close to this, and that is the price they will give you. Yeah, you can't find anything like this anywhere else. And $29,999 is not even what we were gonna do today. That's not even where, that's just our starting point. That's not even where I'm gonna end up. Yeah. We're doing something crazy on huge pieces of jewelry. $29,999, it's not. $19,999 is not. We're just throwing logic out the window here. And I know I'm saying it's huge, but everything kind of looks big on a TV screen. So let me just show you how it looks against the hand, just so you have a reference for size. Look at that. If I put it next to my fingertips, it looks like it's going to be the width of 2 of my fingertips. It is truly a large, large, large pendant. You are not going to miss this bad boy walking from 200 feet ahead of you. This is something you will see from very, very far away. And it is truly, truly magnificent. If you have a big Tanzanite ring already and you are desperately looking for something to match, this museum level stone is the one. It is the absolute one for you. And not gonna be $19,999 today. Not gonna be 19 or 18 or even $17,999. Let me bring it back up to the wheel here. My goodness. We're doing crazy deals today. Oy, oh, yep. It's always a 50-50 chance whether it will want to stand on its own. I'll just hold on to it for now. Yeah, not going to be $17,999, not going to be $15,999, or even $13,999. And let me let you in on a little secret. That is the price that it was supposed to go out for. That is the price that management has set for me. But it's my special show. So if they get mad at me, it's my crime to bear. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but yeah, it's going to be my fault. And it's not going to be $13,999. We're doing something that is crazy low. It's probably below cost, but it does need to get out of here. We need this to find a great home. It's going to be $11,999 today. That is what I'm doing for my special Thursday show, my biannual show, my once every half year show. It has been close to half a year. I was trying to calculate how long it was. It's very, very close to 6 months. $11,999 for that blue, and as I'm moving it, with a stone this size, you are not missing those red flashes at all. Sometimes with Tanzanites, you need to hunt for those red flashes. These ones, you're not missing it. As I'm moving it, you can definitely see it along the sides of that stone there. Yeah, there's no way you can miss that. When jewelry is blown up big like this, any tiny little flaw, any little thing you can see almost immediately. So, and this is through a camera, so you can see how perfect and beautiful this pendant is. This truly, truly one of a kind. ooh, my hand is cramping. Yeah, definitely need to work out my hand muscles as well. Okay. Ooh, before my fingers decide to fall off, let's move on, shall we? Next up, another piece that is brand new today. Look at that. You know me and my designer pieces. I love a good designer piece, and this is no exception. This is going to be item number 1125938, and it is a pink tourmaline. Look at that. This is going to be a carat 40 in that center stone for the pink tourmaline with 10 points in white diamonds, but despite that small diamond weight, it definitely does not lack anything in design. You have a ton of gold, a shield of gold, both not even gold, platinum and yellow gold. So 2 types of metals here into this wonderful designer mounting. It almost looks floral in nature, almost like a calla lily. I'm surprised I actually know the name of that flower. Usually when I try to identify them, it's usually wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's correct, a calla lily. So it's very, very designer, very, very avant-garde. If you're looking for pieces that almost look like a shield, it gives the illusion of that. This is such a cool piece. And I love my designer pieces. I think pieces that are super unique, this is not something that can be replicated anywhere else. And with all that mirror finish gold, it definitely needs to look perfect. So let me just polish it up for you. That is much better, so you can see all that gold being reflected. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is definitely not something that someone else is going to have. This is truly, truly one of a kind in design alone. And we decided to set it in the pink tourmaline. Beautiful fuchsia pink, almost leaning a little bit purple, fuchsia sort of tourmaline. It's such a pretty, pretty tone. Usually we don't have stones this tone, I don't think. Sometimes we have it in the sapphire, but again, if it was a sapphire, it'd be way, way up there in price, and that's not what we're gonna do. I think jewelry should be fun and affordable. And this one's supposed to go out for $19.99, but that's not going to be our price today. Not for the calla lily pink tourmaline. You know what's also reminding me of a calla lily? Because usually the petal is white and the inside stem thing is yellow, and with both combinations here, that's the energy it's giving off. But yeah, $19.99, it is not going to be today. This is gotta go to a floral lover, to a pink tourmaline lover. If you just like almost fashion jewelry, this is the ideal one for you. $19.99 is not going to be. $17.99 is not going to be. Not even going to be $15.99. Let me just try this one on for you because I've been dying to get my hands on this. Ooh, it's a bit of a small ring size, so I'm going to put it on my knuckle. But as you can see, it does have that shield of platinum, but because of the way it's set and the way the designer decided to mold the metal, it has a lot of that dimension, it has that dip, and it just overall creates a very interesting effect. If it was a very flat sheet of metal, it would not give this look. It would look very static and uninteresting, but to the eye, I know right now the platinum is looking very dark, but that's because it's bright light shining onto the ring with the phone bank that is dark in comparison, but in person, the metal looks more like that. It is truly an exceptional, exceptional ring, and yeah, it does fit true to size, so it's just a lot small for me. It's a 4 3/4, so if you like it, just get the size you usually wear and it should fit perfectly. And $15.99 it is not, $12.99 it is not. For this designer piece, yeah, it is so, so pretty. $12.99, one collar. Let's just blow it out. Let's let it get out of here. This flower needs to be replanted in its forever home. $12.99, it is not going to be. Let's just let it go for $999. Look at that, $999. You know what, as the longer it's sitting on my knuckle, it's growing on me as a knuckle ring. That's so funny. Usually I don't like rings like this as knuckle rings, but it's growing on me. So back on the wheel it goes. Ooh, yeah, definitely not my size. My knuckle just popped trying to get that off. But even if it was stuck there forever, I think I'd be happy. It's just a great piece for that. Oh, wow. And with this piece, we are now at the end of our second hour. So we have about an hour left in our show. I just want to say thank you to everyone so far who has stopped in to see me today. We have a lot of great jewelry left for our last hour, but if you have any requests, please get them in before the end of the show. Or if you want anything you want to see over the weekend, you can let us know right now as well. And if you need me to recap anything, I'll be happy to do so. We will be back tomorrow on our streaming platforms, so on Facebook, on YouTube, and our website. But of course, we'll be back on our normal airtime on Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully Lauren will be all better by then, so please continue to send her your prayers and well wishes. So yeah, back to the wheel. We have the calla lily still spinning over there. One more hour to go. Time does really fly. Calla lilies. Next time, I need to remember the day that I actually remember the name of a flower for the next time I actually do this and have a flower that I cannot name. So I have video evidence that I do know the names of some flowers. But let's bring out something else. We've had a lot of jewelry for ladies today. Let's switch it up. This is my first gems ring of the night. This is going to be item number 1122920. And this is going to be our 1 carat 61. It says Indicolite, but it's just a blue-green. I feel like this is slightly leaning more green, so we can't really call it Indicolite. Teal Tourmaline. That's a much better name. 1 carat 61 sunderstone with 51 points in diamonds in our gems ring. So for any of my gentlemen out there, if you've been feeling a bit neglected maybe, that we haven't shown anything for you, well, now's your chance. If you have, I know I personally love the blue-green tourmalines. That's a great, I mean, we had a pendant in the beginning of the show that I absolutely loved, but we've never really have anything for the gentlemen. So if you've been looking for one, if you've been waiting and waiting super patiently for one that will suit you, this could be the one. And of course, in one of our classic gems ring mountings, I don't think we have a name for this one yet. We should, because we see it quite a bit. We have the single halo, giving it that sort of classic take, but to give it a little bit more edge, a little bit more dimension, we just added another strip of diamonds on either side. It's just, yeah, it's one of our classic gentleman's mountings. Great for anyone. It's not too diamond heavy. Also, as far as gem strings go, it's not the widest. So perhaps, I know people, men in my family, their fingers tend to go on the narrower side. So as far as gentlemen's rings go, they prefer something a little bit less tall, a little bit more petite. If that is you, this is also the perfect one for you. It just feels a little bit more understated. And with the carat 61 teal tourmaline, let me just turn it right now. Right now it's not exactly facing forward. Again, it's definitely leaning more green versus blue. That's why we are hesitant to call it Indicolite, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. I feel like green, it's almost that hunter green color, which I know I said green was a little bit polarizing before, but maybe not so much for the gentlemen out there. This one was supposed to go out for $39.99, but $39.99 is not going to be our price today. Yeah, I mean, we can't leave our gentlemen out today. We're bringing the deals for everyone. $39.99 is not going to be. $29.99 it is not going to be. And typically with gems rings, the price does tend to be a little bit higher, only because it requires more gold, because the bands are bigger, and also because the sizes tend to be bigger. But yeah, $29.99 is not going to be for this ring. It's not even going to be $19.99. We're bringing this down to a brand new low. This is not a new piece by any means, but it's shocking it's still here. So we're hoping for it to go to a great home with the new markdown. Not going to be $29.99 or even $19.99. Brand new price tag today. And I don't know if we'll be able to bring it back at this price. So if you like it, grab it while you can. Yeah. $19.99 it is not. Let's just blow it out. It needs to find a great home tonight. I mean, I know this is only my first gentleman's piece, but I think that it's going to be my only gentleman's piece of tonight. So if you like it, grab it while you can. Let's just make it $1,699. $16.99 and it must go. Let me just try it on for you. I know it's a lot bigger than my actual ring size, but it's always good to have somewhat of a visual. Like I said, it's not a typical gents ring where it's super, super wide, which might suit our more narrow-fingered men. But it still has that typical look of a gentleman's ring. It still has the significant gold weight and some more diamonds in that sort of more geometric sort of shape. Yeah, it's definitely a classic take on a gentleman's ring with a very unique stone, teal tourmaline. Back on the wheel it goes. Whew. I wonder if days always feel like it moves this quickly when I'm not here. All right. Wow, I can't believe this is still here, but no matter, we will move on. Like I said, I know it's already been 2 hours, but I feel like I haven't even gone through 50% of what I was supposed to talk about today, but that's all right. We can always save it for tomorrow. So yeah, let's move it right along. Next up, we have another designer piece. Like I said, I love me a great designer piece. This is item number 1125902. It is our designer crystal barrel ring. It has 4 crystal barrels totaling in 1.85 for all of the stones together, with 30 points in diamonds all around in this sort of floral, almost lace-like, almost not, sort of design ring. And it is set in the platinum. It is a designer piece, so we wanted to upgrade that gold or the metal for you. And isn't that such a unique piece? I don't think we have anything quite like it. With 1.85 in crystal barrels, that is, it's always a special occasion when we have a ring with 1 crystal barrel, but you're not getting 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 crystal barrels all in one ring, all swirled up into this extravagant lace Art Nouveau inspired piece. Like I said, don't think we have anything like this in our collection. If you are a floral lover, if you just like the artsy, very organic looking jewelry pieces, this is the one for you. If you have just been looking for a unique crystal barrel, this is, I mean, you get 4. More is more in this case. And it looks fantastic. And if, for those of you who are unfamiliar, crystal barrel, cat's eye crystal barrel, cat's eye means that it has that phenomena where when there's a light source, it creates that line through the stone, almost like a cat's eye. Very, very hard to find. I feel like we have one every couple months, and usually it's just a tiny ring with 1 stone. This one is definitely an exception to that rule. And we do have to keep it in the platinum, but I don't think that's hindering it in any way. I kind of like it in the white, the silver platinum color. It just brings the color of the stones that much more. And yeah, this is a fantastic piece, supposed to go out for $29.99. But that is not going to be what we are doing today. $29.99 doesn't seem quite right for this ring. I mean, yeah. If anyone has seen anything like this and missed out, then I'm truly sorry for you, but this is your second chance. This is truly an exceptional, exceptional piece. Yeah, nothing in my memory is popping out at me, something that is this floral, this intricate, this detailed. It's so, so, so hard to do because with all those tiny little gold bands, gold threads, it's a lot of detail work, and because of that, we only do have one. So it is a very unique piece, and once it's gone, we can't ever recreate it, at least not for the price that I'm about to do, which is not going to be $29.99 or $19.99. Not brand new by any means, but long overdue for a great home. $19.99 it is not. $18.88 it is not. Not even $17.77. And let me just go ahead and try on just so you can really see how it looks on the hand. And with all that carving and the shaping, with all that negative space, even though it is a slightly larger ring, with all that negative space, it gives it a sense of airiness. It gives it it feels very light. It doesn't feel overpowering by any means. That's the gripe I usually have with large rings that I've mentioned quite a few times tonight alone. But this just doesn't have that effect. It's almost delicate in its nature, which is ironic for such a wide ring. And one lucky caller's, it's not even gonna be $17.77 for one person. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $1,699. $16.99 for the cat's eye chrysoberyl, blah. When you say cat's eye chrysoberyl too many times, it just all scrambles in both your brain and your tongue. For the cat's eye chrysoberyl, $16.99 it is going to be today. Yeah, it is just such a magnificent, unique piece. Back on the wheel it goes, except it doesn't want to come off of my finger. Typical, all my favorite pieces never want to leave my hand, it seems like. $16.99 it is tonight. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely need to do my vocal cord curls. It is definitely out of practice, and it feels like my vocal cord muscles have atrophied. It is not super fun. But yeah, with 45 minutes, a little over 45 minutes left to go, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who shopped today, for everyone who watched today. I know it's a little bit frustrating when health issues get in the way, but bear with us. We will try to get everything back on track as soon as possible. Yes, so continue sending your prayers and well wishes. All right. If perhaps you've been looking for a chrysoberyl piece, but perhaps not in a ring, I think I have just the piece for you. So let's say goodbye to that designer piece for now and look at this. Just kidding, it's not a chrysoberyl. I tricked ya. This is also brand new today. This is item number 1126568, and it is another bangle, my second bangle of the day. It is going to be our 5'16" oval copper-bearing tourmaline. Yeah, copper-bearing tourmaline. So technically it's a green Paraiba if we're being, the names mean the same thing. 5'16" for the center stone. You have 34 points in that single halo of diamonds around it because it is such a unique, one-of-a-kind stone. We did not want to distract from it at all and decided to set it in a bangle instead of a ring, which we would typically do. Yeah, brand new today. I mean, the item number is on the later side, 1126568. Yeah, this is definitely, I have a feeling there's gonna be races to the phone lines for this. I don't think I've ever seen a green Paraiba or copper bearing tourmaline, quite the shade of spring green, almost Grinch-like green. That's not the technical term, but that's immediately what popped into my brain. Yeah, it is a fantastic, exceptional, unique piece. There's definitely not one like it, and we will definitely never be able to recreate one exactly like it either. 5 carat 16, very, very large stone, so obviously we decided to put in a bangle. Similarly to how we had that giant 20+ carat Tanzanite into a pendant, we decided to put one of our biggest copper bearing tourmalines in a bangle to protect it, but also just to display it that much more obviously. Yes, bangle, classic size 7. So anyone wearing a 6.5 to 7.5 inch wrist, it should fit you perfectly. This is definitely an exceptional piece. Copper bearing tourmaline or green Paraibas. Oh, my voice is starting to go. I can feel it. Very, very popular here at TVON. Very hard to find anywhere else. If they're not that traditional neon blue Paraibas we're used to, it's very hard to find 2 of the exact same ones. So if you are into this shade of green, if you are into this color, please call in while you can. This is such a great, unique piece. And for something so brand new and rare, it was supposed to go out for $9,999. But that is not going to be our price today. Oh my goodness. But the AC just blew my hair a little bit out the corner of my eye, and I thought it was a person, like a ghost walking. It was disorienting for just a moment. $9,999 for this piece, it is not. As Christmas coming up, maybe my brain is getting tricked that it is Christmas, because I did think it immediately of the Grinch. I don't know, maybe it's because of the single halo with that scalloped edge. It almost looks like his little collar ruffle thing. Yeah, it's not supposed to, but it gives Christmas in the Grinch way. Jim Carrey's Grinch. But $9,999, it is not today. Not going to be $99.99 or even $79.99 or even $59.99. Yeah, this is such a cool bangle. It's such a cool, unique color, and not to mention the rarity. Probably can never find it in this size, can never find it in this color, we'll probably never bring it back, at least not in a bangle. So if you are one of our bangle lovers, our bangle connoisseurs, this is definitely the one for you. And $59.99 is not going to be, and it is brand new today. So I can't believe I'm going this low, but yeah, let's not make it $59.99. Let's just let it get out of here. Find a brand new home to our Grinch lovers. $49.99, that is your final price for today. I'm so like Christmas crazed. It's not even Thanksgiving yet, and I'm already like in the holiday spirit. It's interesting. I've never been a huge holiday season person, but I'm feeling it tonight. $49.99. It is my gift to you to bring it down to that great value. $49.99. Wow, try it on, of course. It has those classic figure 8s on the side, plus the button closure. Let me just, with these claws, it's a little bit hard to do, but if you have normal functioning fingernails, it should be fine. So you're staring at an empty wheel for right now. All right. There it is on the wrist. Look at that. Yeah, definitely an incredibly large stone, perfect for a bangle. I think personally, if it was in a ring, I would probably think it's a little too much. A little bit too much spring green for one occasion. But as a bangle, it's so cool. It almost looks like those little micro watches, which have been trending for a little bit now, where you wear tiny little watches that don't really have any function, but who reads watches now anyways? It's all for the aesthetic. If you're someone who likes the idea of wearing a tiny watch, but maybe don't actually need a watch and want to replace it with a giant stone, this is the way to go. I know I personally, whenever I wear watches, it's always for the look. It's never to actually keep track of time. Because when you look down, you have your phone. $49.99 for one collar and one collar only. All right, and back on the wheel it goes. Look at her. Stunning. Okay. Now, next up, we have had Tanzanite rings. We've had large Tanzanite rings, in fact. We've had one of the largest Tanzanite pendants. To complete the trifecta, next up, ooh, I have something, again, brand new. We're bringing a lot of brand new today. We're bringing a lot of the new. I have a Tanzanite earring. So let's say goodbye to Miss Copper-bearing Tourmaline bangle for right now. And let's bring in the Tanzanite earrings. Let's see how I can display this. As you can see, the center of it can move. It is a very dimensional earring. This is brand new item number 1126613. And right now I'm just showing one, but it is an earring, so it does come in a pair. Let's see if I can put the other one down as well. And right now it is in the white and yellow gold, and I would highly recommend you keep it that way, as it is very designer and very, oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, I think it's gonna have to be one on the screen, otherwise the other one's gonna try to crash into it, which we don't want. It has a total carat weight of 14 carats 25 for both ears, so each ear you have about 7 carat 17, give or take. But yeah, 14 karat 25 total weight for the Tanzanites, with 79 points in diamonds on the, well, around the Tanzanite in that diamond almost sparkle shape. I say sparkle because it looks like if you illustrated a sparkle on a cartoon like you do when you're kids, it looks like that. It's almost reminiscent of our stiletto styles, but inverted, and of course with Tanzanite. Very classic way, yet also very designer. We have that polished mirror finish yellow gold, and then that white gold and diamonds to complement it. And to top it all off, honestly, it's not really to top it all off, it's more the star of the show. You have a 7 carat Tanzanite in each ear. Probably one of my favorite mountings for Tanzanite earrings that I have seen on the show. Again, I am a fiend for drop earrings. I think drops are so elegant. They're so pretty. They just elongate your visage, your face, your ears, and your neck. It just brings it all together, and it makes it look more elegant. And this is such a fun designer take on it. I think it's so unique and so interesting. And if you're someone who has been dying for a pair of earrings that do just that, who inspire you maybe to wear drops, I feel like this is that. This is the inspiring Tanzanite piece of the night. And we only have one. That's how designer they are. We would like to bring more of the, we would like to do 10 or 20 or 30 pairs of these, but we only have the one. I mean, 7 carat stones, perfectly matching in color. I mean, I can't show you the other one right now at the same time, only because I don't want them to crash into each other or damage each other. But yeah, there are two, and I will put up against the ear in just a moment. But yeah, 2 perfectly matched stones in this. Maybe we'll bring it back in a different stone, but as of right now, this is it in the Tanzanite, in our most popular classic stone. It's just, to me, these earrings are perfection. They're not, while they have a very sharp look to them, they're not sharp in nature. Obviously the corners are blunted, you won't hurt yourself with them. And I mean, right now they're on the wheel, so they are stationary, but let me just show it against the hand, just so you can see the amount of length. There is length to it, and what's great about it, it's also on almost a hinge. So as you move, the earrings move, which is always so cool. That's like my favorite thing about drops. I mean, if they were completely still, I think they would look great as well. But there's something so extra and so cool about it, them moving as you move. And as the earring moves, the stone sparkles even more, so you can see more of those red flashes as it's moving with you. Isn't that so cool? Again, dimensional, pieces I'm a total sucker for. And for these this designer pair of earrings, it's supposed to go out for $19,999. But this piece I have a passion for. This is a piece that it needs to go to someone who will love and appreciate it as much as I do. And I don't think it's $19,999 is gonna get us there. So we're gonna do something a little bit insane on this pair of earrings. It is brand new, and I'm gonna put it back on the wheel because it's just, I love looking at it in the monitor. It's just so blinding and pretty. And oh, there's no measurement on these, so let me tell you how long they are. They're about 1 inch and 7/8, so almost 2 inches top to bottom, which sounds very long, but because it is slightly wider on the sides, it doesn't look super long. So, for example, we've had threader earrings, we've had our stiletto styles, which are very skinny and long, and sometimes that's not everybody's cup of tea. This one, because they are slightly wider at the bottom, they don't give as much of an elongating effect, but I feel like that makes them a little bit more wearable. Let me just put it on the ear right now so you can see. So here it is on the ear. As you can see, it is, like I said, ooh, I don't have a backing up here. So let me just put it like this. Yes, I'm gonna hold it in the back just so it doesn't fall. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're not misbehaving. Obviously, they will come with backings, but right now, yeah, there we go. I got it in the back of my ear. But yeah, as you can see, they are 2 inches, but they don't look like they would be super, super long, and they're not heavy at all. Obviously, because they move, as you move, you can feel them move a little bit, but they're super comfortable. They're not heavy. Of course, if they're distracting, that's personal preference. That could be an issue, but I feel like this is the perfect dressy earring. It's a special occasion earring. This is if you want to impress, if you want to stand out, this is the earring you break out. And back to the wheel we go, so it doesn't fall out of my ear again. $19,999. It is not. It's not even going to be $9,999. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time they're on the air, which I am shocked by. With how beautiful these are, I would have expected them to make their debut even sooner, but alas, no, I get the honor of bringing them to the world stage. And $9,999, it is not going to be 9 or 8 or even $79.99. Yes. Like I said, only one, unfortunately. That's so sad because once they're gone, I will never be able to lay my eyes upon them again. And has to stay in the white and yellow with the with designer intention. $79.99. It is not. Let's just. Oh, this breaks my heart because as soon as I give you the price, I know they're gonna go so fast. They're gonna be $6,999 today for one collar only. And they're so pretty, and I know there are going to be races to the phone lines. They are truly, truly, truly an exceptional piece. I mean, even when we normally do designer Tanzanite earrings, they're usually with teeny tiny little itty bitty stones. It's very rare that we have big 7-caraters for Tanzanite earrings. So if you are a big Tanzanite lover, if you like having those large statement pieces, and you just need to find the perfect matching pair. I mean, they are rounds. They're rounds. Very classic cut. And rounds, I feel like it doesn't necessarily follow the rules where the shapes have to exactly match because rounds are so universal, so classic. They can kind of go with everything. So if you have been looking for a great pair of matching Tanzanite earrings, designer matching, I mean, their earrings, of course they match, but you know, a matching set for an existing ring you have. Maybe you already have a Tanzanite ring with white and yellow gold. Perhaps it has a yellow diamond in there somewhere. I know we've had a lot of those in the past. If that is you, this is the one to get. Oh, who's that calling to say hello?
That is Sandra.
Hello, Sandra.
First time she watches you.
First time she watches me or just the show?
No, she's watched the show, but she's never met you.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I am here very, very infrequently, but I'm always happy to be here when I am. But yes, it's nice to meet you. I might have spoken to you over the phone once or twice before, but hello, nice to meet you nonetheless. All right. Moving along, and in contrast to bringing in a brand new, let's bring back an old classic. I say classic, I just mean that it's been here before, but this might be the last chance we'll ever see it. So I'm gonna do it on the hand because it is a necklace, and I don't know how to display it on the wheel, and it is dangling. This is going to be item number 1114638, and for those of you guys who have been longtime watchers, you may have seen this only once or twice before. This is definitely, I would say, an archival piece from us here at TVON. We don't bring this out very often because the quantity is super, super limited, and the labor required for this piece is incredibly intense. As you can see, it's a variation of our smile necklace, our ever classic smile necklace. We have a few of them that are all diamonds in our inventory. The classic 1 carat smile, we have smaller versions, we have bigger versions, every version under the sun. But this is one that stands out among all of them. Ooh, my voice just sort of, my voice box in my brain kind of disconnected there. It features 5 briolette turquoises, which we have also had a lot of turquoise station necklaces in the past, but nothing quite like this. It's kind of the perfect marriage of them both between the smile and turquoise station necklaces. And I just mentioned with those earrings how much I love movable and dimensional pieces. This definitely has that as well. This is another piece where as you move, the turquoises move with you. And today is probably one of the very last chances that we're going to be able to see them on air, at least at this price. We don't bring them out very often because every time we have them, they sell out within like 10 minutes. Trust me, I have been in the phone bank when these first debuted. It was mayhem in here. Trust me, we have operators taking like 4 or 5 calls at the same time. It's always craziness in the phone bank when they show up. So if you like them, call in early so you can secure your piece. And again, with the price of labor, with the price of gold, with the lack of this type of cutting of turquoise, we can't really bring them back anymore after tonight. So once the remaining stock of this piece sells out, it may well be gone forever. And when these debuted, they were up here for $29.99. But because this may be one of the last chances we'll ever bring it, so sad, but with all endings come new beginnings, $29.99 is not going to be today. Not going to be $29.99 or even $19.99. And right now we do have, it says we do have all gold colors available, but limited for each one. So we have a couple in white, a couple in yellow, and only one in rose gold. I do have the yellow gold to show you if you do want to see it. I just need a bit of time to adjust it only because it's in the bag over there and I need to show it on my hand. I think most popular we have white and yellow. Usually with turquoise it's always a toss-up between which one people prefer. I like it in the yellow. It's the contrast between the robin's egg blue and the yellow gold, just it sings to my heart. But white gold is also a great classic if you want to maintain the integrity of that robin's egg color. And $19.99 it is not going to be. We really want the remaining one of these to go out to a to a great home. And if you like it, please call in. $19.99 is not going to be, $18.88 it's not going to be, or even $17.77. Once they're gone, this might as well be a TVON collector's item. Yeah? Sure. Okay, let's go back to the wheel for a second so I can do it close to the neck. My top isn't quite suited. Oh, hold on. I'm a very tiny person, so I need some help. There's a box up here that I haven't been standing on because I don't want to trip over it, but I kind of need it for the shot. Let me see. But yes, the earrings that are showing right now, that is still here. Oh. Oh, still not far enough. Hold on. Please hold. We need that like technical difficulties beep for when this happens with the rainbow. Okay. All right. There it is against the neckline. Again, my top isn't quite suited for necklaces. I wouldn't wear it with this, but that's how it looks like against the neck. Very classic. I mean, those turquoises, turquoises, is that the plural word for turquoise? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, they're definitely very, very visible. It's kind of a cool contrast between the pink of my shirt and the blues. I kind of like that. I feel like I should incorporate that more into my wardrobe. But yes, here it is what it looks like against the neck. Does that help them out? I'm sorry, I can't give a better visual. Okay. Back on the wheel it goes, or back on the wheel the earrings go, but let me bring this up against the hand one more time. All right. Yes, there we go. Yeah, it's a great classic piece. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I give you the final price yet? Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. $17.77 is not one time only. It's going to be $14.99 today. And if you do take it, please let me know what color gold you get, because we are very limited in each gold color. So once they're gone, they are gone. Yeah, very classic piece. Smile. Lot of testimonials I've heard from how much they love the smile necklace. It's just a classic necklace, and this is a great twist on it. Some of the best pieces are twists on on classic pieces of jewelry. Wow, and we only have 25 minutes left. I mean, if I weren't gonna be here tomorrow, I'd be a little bit worried. There's so many other great pieces that I haven't gotten a chance to show today. Yeah, this is such a fun piece. All right, let me just take my hand away. We can go back to the wheel for the earrings for a second, just so you're not staring at an empty wheel. That's never fun. And next up, keeping up with the designer sort of unique motif, let's just keep it going. Let's take these earrings away. And next up we have another designer piece. Ooh, look at that. It's like a basket of flowers. This is gonna be item number 1123711. And this is actually a brooch. I feel like it could be a brooch or a necklace because the top, it has cross, so you could put a chain through that. But it is technically a brooch. It has 1 carat 14 in round rubies that make up the flowers, with 37 points in diamonds throughout, making up the buds as well as the basket. This is such a fun designer piece. Also, whenever we have brooches, they're always one of a kind and you can never find it again after it's gone. So if you do like it, please call in and let us know. But I feel like this is such a fun brooch. I mean, flowers are always a typical gift for loved ones. They're always super fun. There's always super classic, but I feel like in recent years, everyone has been doing variations of flowers as gifts, and this could be a great one. I know so many people who have given, instead of actual flowers, they give little like Lego flowers, or they do flowers made of food items like marshmallows. Isn't this such a cute rendition of a basket of flowers for a loved one? It's so fun. It's such a fun gift idea if you are a brooch lover. And again, it's one of those pieces that looks so unique. Once you wear it, you're not gonna mistake it for being anyone else's. Yeah, it's hard to find. And right now I'm holding it so that the brooch is leaning against the table. This is what it would look like if it was leaning against the table. But of course, because it is a brooch, you have the versatility to wear it in whatever direction you want. If you wore it as a necklace, it would probably hang like this, like perfectly northwest, or not northwest, north-south, because of, well, that's how gravity would want it to go. But yeah, for one person only, this one was supposed to go out for $49.99, but it is one of a kind, and we do want it to go to a great home, or even have it be gifted to someone who deserves it, someone who deserves their flowers. But not for $49.99, or even $29.99. or even $1,999. And again, I mentioned the classic ruby ring earlier, which is still here, by the way. How rubies are just a classic stone. I mean, this does feature rubies. It is a very classic piece, but it's such a fun twist on it. And I know I'm just showing it in the monitor, so it's a little bit hard to tell, but this is not a small brooch by any means. It's 1.5 inches in length. So just wearing it on a lapel or a collar of some sort, you will definitely be able to see it. Let me just show it against the hand so you can see exactly what size reference we're talking about. Like I said, not a small brooch at all. You're definitely not seeing it as a blur. It's very clear, clean cut, and the way it's designed is just feels so organic and fun and whimsical. Definitely a very, very unique piece. Back on the wheel it goes, and for one collar, $19.99, it is not going to be. Let's just blow it out. For one person who wants to get their flowers, let's just make it $999. Magic number 999. And it does have to stay in the yellow, but there's something so, it just makes it feel so much more fun and so youthful with the yellow gold, doesn't it? Again, I'm biased because I like my yellow gold. But yeah, it's super fun and youthful, I feel. Yeah, and this is, again, with these sort of designer brooches, that's always what I imagine when you talk about heirloom pieces, pieces that are passed down for generations and generations. This could be your next generational piece. Just stunning. Wow, finger cramps are real, guys. It's not a joke. All right. Next up, let's take this away for just a second, or for until next time. Next up, ooh, look at this piece. Earlier we had a very large new fine tourmaline, and that one was spectacular, unmatched, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking for something a little bit more palatable, a little bit more digestible, this could be the one. This is going to be also brand new today. Item number 1126165. It's our 3-carat-12 oval new fine tourmaline. All right, looks like we got a last minute request. We'll bring that up next. Sandra, thank you so much. Yes, we'll bring that up right after this one. Yes, brand new today, 3-carat-12 new fine tourmaline with 1 carat total in diamonds, in this sort of floral, almost lace, not quite design. If you want something a little bit more designer, if you want something with a slightly smaller stone, this is the one. Now, I will say, I feel like it doesn't have the same blinding factor as my large one from earlier, only because the other one you could definitely see it almost had a glow to it. This one, it's still very brilliant. It just doesn't have that extreme blinding wow factor, but it's still beautiful nonetheless. Like I said, this is part of our new fine tourmaline. It's a brand new collection of tourmalines that we have only recently debuted. And every time we have had one, they have gained immense popularity over the very limited run in which they have been on the show. So if you've been looking for your perfect one and you haven't quite found it just yet, just consider this one. This is just another option that we are bringing you. Again, brand new today, supposed to go out for $79.99. That is not our price though for today. Like I said, with the new fine tourmalines, it is part of a new mine in Brazil. We don't exactly know whether it has copper bearing or not, but it is somewhat likely. So if you would like to get it tested after you buy it, that is always an option. But this one is not going to be $79.99 today. Not going to be $7 or $6 or even $59.99. Let me just try this on for you. And here it is on the hand. Like I said, in contrast, the stone is very much more easy to wear for most people. The other one is just massive. It had a huge surface area. So perhaps if you have slightly smaller fingers, it might feel overpowering. This one, the stone is a little bit smaller, a little bit more wearable, but the ring itself still has quite a bit of surface area to it because it is that sort of floral design with those empty negative space. It feels a lot larger than it actually is. It feels like it has a lot more diamonds than it actually does. It's only a carat total in diamonds, which is still not a small number, but it looks like it has almost 2 carats. But it's the beauty of that negative space. It's the beauty of using all of that empty space to create a dramatic, floral, intricate ring. And $59.99, this is not. $49.99, it is not. Brand new today for one lucky caller and one caller only. Let's just blow it out. Let's make it $39.99. Back on the wheel it goes. Like I said, it is a stunner of a piece and definitely more wearable for the average person. If you're not looking for the ultimate collector's museum level new find tourmaline, this is the one for you. Let me just bring out the other one just so you can compare. I mean, yeah, this one is 3 carats. The other one I had earlier in the show, if you missed it, was almost 13. It was 12 carat 89. So there is quite a bit of difference in size and even in color. I know while the little one, the 3 carat, is no slouch, I don't think it can even hold a candle to the 12 carat. There's just something about that stone that is so exceptional and so blinding. So if you missed it, here, I think this might be one of the larger ones we have right now. Don't quote me on that, I'm not quite sure. But yes, if you are a collector, if you're looking for something to expand your rare stone collection, that 12 carat will be perfect for you. If you just want something to have, if you want something that you can sort of wear every day without having to justify as a special occasion piece, I would go for the 3 carat. But yeah, there's just something so great and something that cannot be replicated with that ring on the right. Yeah, and again, keeping it simple, keeping it classic with the 6 diamonds on 3 on either side. Yeah. The 12 carat, that one will rob you of words. You could be the best writer, most literate person, and it will still rob you of words. And not because your vocal cords are strained, because right now, that's what's happening to me. Okay. Moving on. Oh yes, we had our request. Let me just get that ready for you. It was for Sandra, yeah? All right. So let's just bring that away. All right, so for Sandra, it looks like she wanted some huggy hoops in the princess cut. Ooh. Also, another great take on a classic. This is going to be item number 1114746. It is our princess cut, invisibly set princess cut huggy hoops with a carat 29 total in princess cut diamonds. And that's it. End of period, end of story. It is, ooh. It is one of our most popular huggy hoops, and for good reason. I mean, we have many variations of the huggy hoops, but usually with round brilliants. With princess cut invisibly set diamonds, ooh, I need to slow down my words. Princess cut invisibly set diamonds is a little bit harder to do. They have to be set in a special way that only very, very few people know how to do. And the way that they are is just so that it looks very seamless. You can't see any prongs there. And it's just a great look. And huggy hoops are great in nature, as I mentioned earlier with our cross hoops, which are still available as well. Huggy hoops are great because they're very effortless. You can just throw them on. You don't have to worry about them really. You don't have to take them off when you sleep or shower. I mean, you probably should, just saying, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And if you are someone who likes to sleep in your hoops, they won't poke you. Or if you're another sort of niche category, because I noticed this when I was wearing studs or anything with a post. If you're someone who's on a plane and likes to wear headphones, or if you just wear over-ear headphones in general, they like to poke into the back of your ear or like your neck area, and that is incredibly uncomfortable. Trust me, I know. I've once taken off my earrings for a 14-hour flight and almost lost one, and I was very close to being very devastated. So huggy hoops are the perfect way to avoid that issue altogether. And again, with this piece, it's one of our most classic pieces, again, available in white, yellow, or rose gold, all available. They all look fantastic because of the way that they're set. You can still see the gold, especially if you turn your head or if your piercing is not perfectly front facing. So I know yellow gold is very popular. Even for this one, rose gold is quite popular and they look great. You really can't go wrong. So if you're someone who likes to also switch up your gold color depending on your outfit or your mood, this is also a great piece where you can get one of each gold color. However, it's hard to get one of each gold color when they're supposed to go for $29.99. So luckily, we brought them out down to a great value where you can get more than one if you wanted to. And believe me, I know many people who have. Many people usually get 2 pairs. On the off chance people get 3 in white, yellow, and rose. Most people get 2, usually one for themselves, one to gift, or sometimes they like to expand their jewelry wardrobe. But not for $29.99 or even $19.99. This is brought down to a great discount, so thank you to whoever requested these. This is a great everyday piece, and I feel like they would make a lot of people happy. $19.99, it is not. $18.88, it is not. Not even $17.77. And let me just show one of them against the hand, just so you can see exactly what size we are working with here. Like I said, because of the double rows of invisibly set princess cut diamonds, unlike the cross earrings from earlier, they still have some diamond weight. It still has some width to it, so it's not going to be overwhelmed by your ear. So even if you're, even if you have earlobes that are longer, or if you are someone who are stacking multiple piercings, these won't get lost. So because of that reason, I would not recommend this in your second piercing. For most people, for some, depending on where your second piercing is located, it could work, but this is definitely a primary piercing kind of huggy hoop. The cross huggy hoops from earlier, I could see it in your second piercing, maybe even your helix, but definitely not for these. I feel like these are strictly a primary piercing kind of huggy hoop, just effortless, throw on and walk out the door type of earring. But it's not going to be $17.77 today. For such a classic piece, I feel like everyone needs one in their wardrobe. The piece that you can just pair with a t-shirt and jeans and just walk out the door. $17.77 is not. Let's just make it $14.99. Again, any gold color you want. It looks great in anything you desire. So you can, again, play designer. Back on the wheel it goes. Or again, like I said, you can just expand your jewelry wardrobe. That should be a phrase. I mean, you have a wardrobe for all your different outfits. You should have a wardrobe for different combinations of jewelries between your necklace stacks, ring stacks, earring. If you have multiple piercings, earring stacks. Yeah. Definitely the definition of timeless classic. These are also another piece that will never go out of style. Yeah. So thank you to whoever requested those. Those are an exceptional piece. And with this, we are less than 10 minutes away from the end here. And so if you have any extra last minute requests, please get them in. Of course, I'll be with you guys tomorrow. So we always have tomorrow on if you are an online watcher. That's always fun. So if you are, you can always get them in for tomorrow, or you can wait for the weekend when possibly Lauren comes back. Let's hope. But yeah, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who joined me today. I had a blast being up here again. It's been a long time. So it's great to get back into practice. You know, it's practicing my improv skills. It's probably better than any improv class you can take. But yeah, I will be here with you tomorrow, and hopefully Lauren will be up and about on the weekend. But if not, it will be me again. So thank you so much. And if you have anything you want to see from earlier, now is a chance to let me know, or you can also let me know to bring it for tomorrow as well. So back on the wheel, we have our timeless princess cut huggy hoops. And yes. Yeah, like I said, also, if you want me to recap anything from earlier today, I can also do that. I just need to dig them out of the pile I have forming in front of me. I mean, we only have 5 minutes left. Why not end it on something I haven't shown yet? Why not? I feel like it's usually we do recap wheels, but I feel like trying something a little bit different today. So thank you to whoever requested these. I'm just going to bring them out for a quick second, but keeping up with the theme of earrings, one last pair of earrings to end the show. Ooh, aren't they spectacular? Mandarin garnet, ooh, Mandarin garnet earrings, studs, which we also don't normally have. This is going to be item number 1126665. This is going to be our 3-carat 72 Asher cut private collection Mandarin garnet. Very exceptional pair of earrings we have here. And I know we have a lot of Mandarin garnet lovers out there, but trust me, if you've been eyeing or hoping in your heart of hearts for a pair of earrings, this is the one to go. You have 3-carat 72 total weight in Asher cut private collection Mandarin garnets. I mean, I don't think we've rarely had a Mandarin garnet ring in an Asher cut, so the fact that we found 2 matching Asher cut Mandarin garnet stones to make into earrings is incredible. And then on top of that, you have 22 points in white diamonds in that classic halo around you. And I wish I could say we had 10 pairs of these for anyone who wanted to be able to match their Mandarin garnet rings, but no, there's only one. And also, not only did we find 2 perfectly matching in color and size to make into earrings, look at the clarity of these stones. I mean, oh, one of them has a little smudgy. I don't know why they keep getting those, which is incredibly frustrating. But once I get rid of the smudge, you can see how wonderfully clean they are, which Mandarin garnets, similarly to Paraibas, they are typically known to have inclusions. They're typically known to look very cloudy and not clean, but if you can see through to the center, to the soul of the stone, it is incredibly, incredibly clean, which is very, very hard to find in that classic tangerine burnt orange color. Yes. And in the Asher cut, which I cannot stress enough how rare that is. I don't think I've ever seen a Mandarin garnet in an Asher cut before, not even in a ring. And we have them in earrings for one color today. It's in the white gold. I definitely would keep in the white gold. And we're coming up on the last 2 minutes. So they were supposed to go out for $79.99. I'm running out of time. $79.99, I'm running out of time. So I just want to give you the price. I mean, if you want me to bring it back tomorrow, I'll be happy to, but yeah, let's just let it go. It's going to be $29.99 for one collar. One only. Oh, thank you so much. Great request there. The huggies, I think, are going out the door. Yeah, $29.99, one only pair of Mandarin garnet earrings. Very, very exceptional. We only have a minute and a half left of air today. I mean, a minute and a half left of time, not air. My brain, along with my vocal cords, are going. But yeah, it is just such a fun, or not fun, but just classic pair of Mandarin garnet earrings. Let me show one against the hand just so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, less than a minute left. These are just such a classic. If you've been looking for a pair of Mandarin garnet earrings to match any ring or pendant you have, this is the one for you. Back on the wheel it goes. And as we're capping off to the last 30 seconds, I just want to once again say thank you to everyone who watched and called today. I know it's been a little bit strange having me not seeing Lauren for the last week or so, but she is recovering and she is doing well, so please send her all your nice words. And I will be here tomorrow. Joyce hopefully will be back in 2 weeks' time. And yeah, if you have any requests, not just for me, if you have any for Lauren when she does come back, please let us know. We always love to get a jump on that. And have a good rest of your night, week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.